searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, 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 I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, 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 yeah.
This is a statement to appreciate all that is vacant. It's just for the taking. If you make up your mind, you can take it. I'm never complacent. I would work in a mansion or basement. Yeah, there's no replacement for persistence. It's a patience. Yeah, in this life I wanna be soaring, to feel sun inside when it's pouring. And I'll fight till anxiety is foreign. I'm so sick of my mind's extortion.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, 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 I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you what happens. Pass me the mic and I'll show you with action. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right and see life do what you want. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right and see life do what you want. So give me all the scars, I'm a human being. Cover them with tattoos so you can't see. Knew it from the start, you had problems with me and the things I could be, I just wish I had seen. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. So fight and die for the things you love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just give me up. Don't be scared. Turning back, I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate, I attack. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just give me up. Don't be scared.
I'll always need it, so I do this cause it's right for me. And when you hear it, you gon' feel that this is right for me. Cause when I spit it, I kill it, I make this right for me. Verse 2, still on the move, still on my grind, still won't lose, still gon' shine, still gon' choose. Music over paper, never mind what you do. Mine never matter, so I have to refuse. Whackness, wannabes get abused. Worked on lyrics, don't get it confused. Even though the beat is banging, I'm not amused. I slowed it down, so you need to pay attention, y'all. Don't mess around, put some effort in your record, dawg. Don't copy styles, make your own, don't get it twisted, y'all. You should know by now, keep it real with what you're saying, oh.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening. Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? It was another little bit of a fuck shit day, but we'll get through it. Hello. Welcome in, everybody. Come on in. Pull up a stump. I'm sitting around this bonfire tonight. Ms. Gina Diamond. Hello, honey. Dizzy's Dimension. Hello. Boomer Baby. Nada 04. Hello. Judith Quills. Hello. Come on in, everybody. Smooth Tater Tot. You're tired tonight, so you're laying in bed listening. Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Good to see you. Shannon, hello. YT Duckery, hello, honey. Kat, hello. I had to pause your stream for Pecker and I really needed a break. Came back and it was gone. Okay, well, I have it, you guys. I still have it pulled up. So I just checked because I saw a couple of people say that it was gone. So I have it still pulled up and it's still playing. So we will definitely go over it. Candy corn, hello, hello. I love that name. I love that name. Jenny, hi Jenny. How are you, honey? A blank slate. Hello, hello. Good to see you guys. Good to see everybody coming in. Dazed and confused, not the creator. Hello. How are you? Diamond cutter. Hi, honey. How are you? Sweetheart, you sent me something earlier, and if it was a link, there was no link attached. So can you send it to me again? Because it, like, just by what you said in the email, it sounds juicy. So, send it to me again. She kept being Queen Being because she knows she can't speak on the situation. Yeah, I kind of thought it was a little bit strange that she kind of, well, I mean, Queen Bee is involved, right? I mean, Queen Bee is her friend. She's been on Heels. That's the panel that she was on all the time, So, I mean, Heels, Queen is connected somehow, right? So, yeah, I don't know. Marie Duffy, hello, hello. Come on in, everybody. Come on in, Outlaw Trucker. Good to see you. I hope the road is serving you to be good today. Good today. Yes, yes, yes. Twilight Stone. I love that name. Good to see you again. Thanks for coming in. 2 gram down, girl. Hello. Hello. Hi, Tia. How are you? Thanks for coming and hanging out with us tonight. Oh, we have a Tia and a Kia. Yes. Hello, all my fellow bitches. Hello. Yeah, Queen is still in the lawsuit. So, yeah. Heels knew exactly what she was doing. It's called grasping for straws. Yeah, I think a little bit anyways, right? Brittany, hello. Hello. I'm not sure if I made it down to the bottom yet. Xena with Fire, of course, her smudges and prayers are up on the screen. Thank you, Xena. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. So, yeah. Cat, hello. I'm not sure if I said hello to you or not yet. 6 Up Media, hello, girl. Good to have you here. Help find the missing. Hello, hello. I'm not shocked in the least. This is what I expected from her. I saw all she did in Georgia. She is mean evil lady, and everyone is seeing the real heels. Oh, that's sad, right? It's very sad. I want to make sure you got the right email from me, Diamond Cutter. Are we all sharing? I love it. Zinzoot. It's Zoot and Bootzy. Hello, how are you? Hey, Johnson, thanks for coming in, hanging out. I appreciate it. Wow, we've got a big crowd here tonight. That's awesome. Commander Andrew Turkey. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in, everyone. I haven't made it to the bottom of not quite yet. Jimmy, hello, hello. How are you? Hope you had a good day. Come on in, everybody. Marlene, good to see you again. Hello, hello. I say hello a lot at the beginning, don't I? Wing Zero, hey, hey. Instead of hello, hello. And we got another Brittany here, I think. Brittany Burrows. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. Leah Lou, hello. First live of my day. Let's see what's going on. All right, girl. There's some stuff going on, I tell you. KB, Hilson said she was going to edit her live, so I'm sure it will be back up. Why would she edit it, though? Why would she edit it in the beginning? I don't know. Hi, Hope. How are you? Tar Heel Girl. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay, so as you guys can see by the title of this live, this is a reaction to Heels Retrospect. I did change the title a little bit because at the beginning I had reaction to racism and retrospect, but I didn't want that in my title. I just didn't want that word in my title. So it's still basically the same thing. We're going to be just going over her live that she did this afternoon. And I have a few before we even start. I thought that we would, excuse me. Meals heals mumbles a lot. Yeah, she sort of does. Yeah. That was a big old shit show. Yeah. Oh my goodness. My goodness, my goodness. I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched a little bit of it. I was kind of intrigued and interested that she had the chat turned off. I thought that that was a little bit unfair, even though she said it was a mistake or whatever, but I'm not quite sure. I think that you need to literally actually turn that off. So I don't know. I'm not quite sure. That seemed a little funny to me. So anyways, Queen of Wishful Thinking. Hello, come on in. Come on in. I preach to my daughter all the time, my teenage girl all the time, and you cannot trust anyone. Sad but true. Yeah. Yes, yes. Probably taking out the first 20 minutes when you tried to fix chat instead of restarting. Yeah, I thought it was a little bit strange. So, Boomer Baby, hello, Ontario, Canada. I am over on the other side of the country in the Yukon, and it is 8:52 here. So, yeah. Okay, so I brought up a couple of other videos that I just kind of wanted to go over just really quickly because some of them are kind of long, but these ones are more so like opinions that people have put out about this stuff. So I thought maybe that we would start, I hope she doesn't mind, with Rabbit. Because she is always actually really fair, I think. You know, she looks at all sides, and she really does give everything like a fair shake. So I thought that we would maybe take a look at hers just for a moment. Hang on a second. Where did I put that? Okay. Excuse me. Did y'all see Skeptic's post? No, I didn't. Yeah, she did. If she wanted to chat, she could have restarted. I think that was just a thing. I think she just kind of pretended that she didn't know how, why, or what it was off or whatever. And she just, I think it was, I mean, and, kudos to her. If she wanted to chat off, she could have just said so, if she wanted to. I'm not saying that that's what she wanted or anything, but if she did, then she could have just said, I'm going to leave chat off so I can get my points out and I can, not worry about, looking at the chat or being distracted by what people say. I mean, that's totally acceptable in my book, that somebody, would be able to just say, hey, I'm going to leave chat off, comments will be open after. So, if you have any questions or have anything like that, just leave me a comment below the video. And, so yeah, like when I pretend I wasn't speeding. Gosh. Oh my gosh. Hi, Miss Leah. How are you, honey? Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, so let's start with Rabbit, because I wanted to, and this is also a video that I have not necessarily watched myself. Okay, from Lena to perspective. I watched just a teeny tiny little bit of it. And I just kind of thought that we would just go over that and kind of see. And this was put up before Heels went live today. So I just thought maybe it kind of be interesting to sort of see where people were at, feelings wise, thinking wise, before Heels went live today. And like I said to you guys before, this is not about crapping on Heels. This is not about crapping on people that support her. This is not about, like how sometimes it goes, right? Attacking people's looks or doing or whatever. This is about, like we did the other night, just offering a safe place for people to come in and talk about this without feeling like they're going to be attacked. This is it's like, that's exactly the way that I have like run my channel so far. And I want to keep it that way. I mean, I've literally had like some of the best chats ever, because you guys are usually always respectful, and your points are across. I've seen people have conversations where they disagreed and it hasn't gotten dirty, or hasn't, you know what I mean? So yeah, I appreciate every single one of you that come into my chats and you are respectful. And we can keep it that way. We can keep it that way. Like I said, I want this to be a safe place for people to come and chat, somewhere they can express their feelings, express, they might not always be the same feelings that we have, but that's okay, right? That's how we learn, and that's how we get past these things that we go through, And honestly, like, we really go through this together, We really go through this all together. We're friends. We talk to each other. We text each other. We email each other. You know what I mean? We check up on each other within chats. We, if we can't hang out for a while, we'll just stop in just for a second, just to say, hey, I wanted just to say hello. And, I mean, like, that's, we need to keep it that way. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The Jones folks are here. Oh, shit. Hey, Cody, how are you? Good to see you here. Good to see you here. Hey, Keith, how are you? Hello. Blank screen. Did I say hello to you? Oh, are you in here? Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so let's bring this beautiful girl up. And we will just look at hers just a little bit, just because, I mean, she's just such a trusted channel. She speaks the truth. She speaks from her heart. And I just thought that maybe it would be good to have a listen to her. So we are up just a little bit here where we can't watch the whole thing, of course, because I don't want to be here all night long if we watched everybody's video, all of them. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them, you guys. Okay, so we'll do 1.5, and we'll see if that does okay. So that does okay. Patty, are you in here? Hello, honey. How are you? Good to see you. Oh, thanks for coming to hang out. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Okay, so let's listen to Rabbit here for a second.
For you, like, I just don't move that way. Okay. It pisses me off. It really does. It pisses me off when people distract me from this topic. So I had to block a couple people, and I was thinking last night. I said, damn, like, where do I go from here? And I had a conversation with somebody that I really respect, and I said, do you understand, like, there are so many things that are compacted to this situation. It is not whether this lady is, the racism is one thing. Then there's this issue about the autopsy photos. It's just like one thing after another, and then it's crazy to me because then you have one racist, essentially trying to call out racism on a community when I'm like, you ain't got no fucking room to speak when you got a man sitting with the swastika right on his stomach. What the fuck are you talking about, sir? Sit down with your hobbit looking ass. Sit down. I just couldn't understand. But hey, it is what it is. It's funny to me because when I was listening to Heels in the panel, and she was talking about where she stands, what she did, defending her actions back 7 years, 9 years ago, 10 years, whatever, how long. When one of my subscribers by the name of Krusty, I don't know, she's been on my panel before. Shout out to her. She went up there to try to.
And let me just say that Krusty was awesome when she was up there. She was amazing. She was awesome.
Engage Heels a little bit, right? About how she felt, and her perspective and everything. And there was something that Heels said there that really got to me. She said, Krusty, you sound like you really know your stuff. I'd like to follow up with you. You sound like you really know your stuff, right? And I was sitting there and I was thinking in my mind, I'm like, damn, like, yeah, Krusty knows her stuff, right? In comparison to who? if somebody came up there on that panel and was going back and forth with you, to tell you, this is how I feel, or this is how you made me feel, this is how it hurt me. But Krusty is educated based on the fact that
Hey,
she had to redo her
Genty.
resume. To me, that was the biggest red flag that I was like, okay. I didn't know if she had the willingness to really hear what she was saying or what other people were saying. It also got to me that other people were up on that panel that would say, that's not racism. That's not this ideology. You are not like that. Don't worry. And it's somebody who has never walked in the shoes of a black or brown person. You excuse that behavior because that's okay. You just don't get it, right? It's like, and I hate to say it, one white person telling another white person, you're not racist. The minute that you have to ask your friend, am I a racist? Do you think I'm a racist? And your friend is black or brown, Mexican, Hispanic, Latino, black or brown, you got some self-evaluation to do. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
All my Caucasian white people out there, the minute that you got to ask your black or brown, Asian, whatever, hey, am I racist? You have some self-evaluation to do. Am I this? Self-evaluation to do. And it is not up to the person who is black or brown or whatever the background may be to tell you and or educate you about why you have some evaluation to do. It is the minute that you have some self-reflection about your actions and your behaviors that you need to sit back and say, fuck, I need to sit down and really think about this, And I think what really gets to me is like, I'm not going to speak ill of Heels in the Air because it is somebody that I really, 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 really supported and and I used her clips and she used my clips. But one thing I can't get the fuck out of my head
Hey, Genty. Did I say hi to
is
you?
that if you hold this ideology, that's your ideology. And I'm not here to tell somebody who's a lot older than me what to believe, what not to believe, where they're wrong, where they're right. If you sit on that and you wrote about that, okay, and you went after whomever you went after for your ideology, whether it was Ben Crump or whoever the hell it was, sit on it and think about the fact that that is how you feel. And I cannot sit there and try to convince that you are wrong for X, Y, and Z. All I can do is say, you know what? I truly felt like I knew certain qualities of you that I really liked and appreciated. However, I don't like this part of you.
Yes.
I can't sit with you if you feel this way. Because if you feel this way about this race or this group, how do you feel about my race, my thoughts, my feelings, my people? It's the same.
Yes. 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 Preach it, Rabbit.
And now I sit here and I'm just having to wonder, like I'm just wondering, and it still hurts me a little bit because I don't know. It's like I'm just hurt. That's all. I'm hurt and I'm disappointed. And I know that, like the quote says, disappointment is just an opportunity to reset your brain. Like my brain is just, I have to figure this out. I have to figure this out,
I just have to say, you guys, like you can see the the hurt and the passion in her eyes. That's why I like Rabbit so much, because she's just like, she's so real. She's just so real, and she says it like it is.
I don't have any ill will towards Heels. I really don't. I'm not gonna sit here and drag her or anything like that. The people that were up there excusing her behavior, having these fucking panels about how it's not like this and how is this, shut the fuck down. Just shut up and eat your food, because you're sounding more stupid as you speak. And I'm just speaking from the pit of my gut at this point. Just shut up. Shut up. That's it. That's all. I want to play something from Burnt Toast real
compelling to her when
because she said something, and I want to talk about that because I think it's I can't figure out the words to just say it. So I'm just gonna play this part and piggyback from it.
Michael Brown's, but it's not mine, it's my son's, and it's part of Michael Brown's. That implies, I think it does, doesn't it? And that ain't good. I agree with you. And I'm also starting to wonder, Heels, was I like some kind of token for you? Because I've had other conversations with people of color who are content creators on this platform, and they kind of feel the same way.
I was the person who had that conversation with Burnt Toast when all this was going down. I said, what the fuck? Like, how did this happen? Listen, I've worked in organizations where I felt a little bit of tokenism in that environment. And I've been clipped. I've clipped her. We've clipped each other. And I kind of wonder, like, was I used to convey a point into content, or like, I don't know, tokenism is a real thing. The people that say, well, I can't be racist. My friends are black. I can't be racist. This and that, the other. This is just, you have to self-evaluate all of and everything that is coming out,
But I'm not going to speak for them. I'm only going to speak for myself.
Yes.
And I'm kind of feeling like this whole time you were like, hey, I'm not racist, Toast. If you were to ever think I was a racist, I'd be devastated. And you were just saying this. And I'm like, why are you saying this? Why would somebody call you racist? And so now I'm like, okay, was the thing that you were doing is like, oh, well, they can't call me racist because Toast likes me. I hope that I'm wrong about that, because that's pretty messed up.
Me too. That was a conversation I had with Toast, and it was just really to convey, like, I'm just so confused. And even now, people will call me and I'll talk to them, and I don't know what to say. How do you put this into words? How do you put perspective to this? How do you how?
I agree. I agree. How do you do that, right? How do you do that? Oh, Patty, thank you so much. Oh, sweetheart, you're so welcome. Appreciate the safe place to go over on the good and the bad things with such a sweet host and awesome chat. Oh, I appreciate you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me grab something here for ya. So what are you guys thinking so far? Give me your what you guys are thinking in the comments. And a little bit later, I am going to show you guys a new video. I haven't even looked at it myself. Somebody sent me a new super chat kind of video thing, and I haven't even seen it myself. So I'm going to take a look at it here pretty darn quick. So here you go, Patty. This is for you, honey.
Lion King time, guys.
Thank you, babe. I appreciate that. I really do. I really do. I'm sorry. People that care about the hurt, but she really isn't worth it. Yes, thank you, Patty. Thank you, Patty. You guys are going over your ages? What's going on here? I'm 50, just in case you want to know. I'm 50. I'm 25 times 2. Let's say it that way. That sounds better. Hey, Ellie, how are you? Good to see you, honey. Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, let's keep going with this video here because there's like a couple of a bunch of stuff I want to go over. So let's keep going, guys.
I was so hopeful. Let me tell you. And like I said, this is why I can't change, somebody's ideology or convictions and where they stand. And that's not what I want to do, right? At all. But I was hopeful just a little bit that if any of this was like an opportunity, let me just say it this way. Say that Heels in the Air, renews it, whatever, this blog she ran 8 or 7 years ago, right? And she learned, she did all this crap, right? She did all this crap. And back then she
All right, sorry about that, you guys. Sorry.
felt like she was okay to do. Okay, I'm just playing devil's advocate here. And then she decides to maybe change herself a little bit and say, I'm going to do Heels in the Air. And because of what I've learned from Renews It and everything that I've done, I'm going to be Heels in the Air. And I am going to speak from the fact that I did all this just like this group of people that we speak about all the time, MGL, all these other people, right? Therefore, I'm going to use my experience as an opportunity to educate others on not what to do, right? I was like hoping and praying that would have been the issue, and it wasn't. And that's why I said I can't, like, we can't drag somebody for their.
Good night, Johnson. Thank you for coming in. Put your phone down this time. Gina, I'm going to go to sleep. You guys, I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Good night, sweetheart. Have a good sleep. Have a good sleep. Thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate it. I really do.
If they feel like this is their stance and this is what they believe in, that is their beliefs. Okay. That is their beliefs. You can't change somebody. Like, that is something that they have to want within themselves. And this is why I'm saying, if you were going around asking people if you thought that racism existed within them, that's when you have to evaluate what you're supporting and whatnot.
Yes,
I did tell Heels that I had taken some time to process this last week, and then I reviewed the blog that she sent me the link to and the recent live, and I did wait for her to speak, okay, and I did, so that I can understand kind of what all of this was about. Truly.
Hey, Justice Jane, welcome in.
Absolutely. I'm not here to convince her.
Thank you. The thumbnail is like my weekend ones. You know, spark them if you got them, you guys. Light them up because it might get deep. Thank you, Judith. I hope you have a good sleep if you fall asleep. Mother of two boys. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Pull up a stump. Come and say hello in the chats. Come and say hello in the chats. She ended up basically saying that she wasn't going to talk about it anymore. And you're a coward if you don't continue to follow her. Yeah, I saw that. That was kind of shitty. Yeah.
And I told her this.
Never
that your wrongs or your rights. And I can't tell her what she needs.
I better stop here again. Treasury Pimps Exposed. Hello. Come on in. Hello, everybody. Come on in. Pull up that stuff. T-Berry. Hello. Hello. Welcome back.
To do. Okay. She has strong ideologies and convictions, and I just can't support those. That's all. But I wouldn't even know where to start from what I don't support. And it's not like she's asking my permission to what I don't support or my feelings or anything like that. When you wrote that, you wrote it from somewhere and it meant something. And so you have to stand with that. You know?
Hey, Phoenix.
That's all. You have to stand with that.
Hi, everyone.
I did tell her that I was planning to address it with you guys and kind of go from there and not speak on this again and go back to some of the content and try to figure out what is it that I need to put on private for the meantime and where to go from there. Tokenism is definitely real, unfortunately. There are many on social media that tokenize their friends and loved ones to gain leverage in a conversation regarding social justice. Absolutely. Absolutely. Christina, thank you. I'm a person who gets a crush on people, no romantic in their personality. So the first time here, you and your crazy mod stole my heart. Yeah. Right.
Okay, so Junjun said something about around the 35-minute mark, so I'm just going to go forward here just a little bit, and we'll watch here for like 32 minutes.
But I can respect that more so than you hiding it.
Nanya's up.
And once that happened,
I agree with that 100%, Nanya. 100%.
I think once I got to that place of, okay, this.
Let's go right here.
Hey, Rabbit, thank you so much for all that you do and for discussing this very difficult subject matter today. I really resonate with a couple of statements that you just said about, how painful it is. And I don't know heels as personally as, like some of the others, kind of like you mentioned. I'm more, lightly connected or affiliated, if you will. And for me, it's mostly because of my advocacy work, and she calls out, or was calling out like negative creators and bringing spotlight to something that I felt very, very strongly about and was passionate about.
Love Shack Sarah, thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great night at work, day at work, I guess, day at work. I think you're Kat. Heels did say she was going to do true crime and revealed she would be covering the Kendrick case first. I was shocked. Yeah, me too, right? I mean, girl, what are you doing? Oh my gosh. Oh, boomer baby. That's all right. Thank you for continuing to watch. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
About you and grateful that someone was using a platform such as that. So to see this information come out, I think it definitely needs to be brought to light. Definitely need to have multiple perspectives of all different cultures and backgrounds, and have these discussions on how we can better ourselves and what content we are taking in and who we are supporting,
Agreed. Hey, Nanya.
Yes. Very well said. Very well said.
What's funny is I woke up yesterday with a totally different, I think for the first couple of days of it, I think I really resonated with disappointed and a whole I don't know what the meme is from, but it's like, we were rooting for you.
Tyra Banks.
Okay.
American Next Top Model. Yeah.
There you go. So it was a whole that kind of vibe. And I still held out okay, I'm gonna listen. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna I've already said what I have to say, but I'm gonna at least listen. That's the fair thing, is to hear somebody out. And then I got to a chat. I was already blocked, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay, I have to wait for a link then,
Yeah.
But then as I was hearing her, I listened to, what she was saying, and it was very clear that she stands by the work that she has done and the things that she has done. And that tells me something different, because I can respect you if you tell me to my face that this is who you are and this is what you stand for.
Mm-hmm.
I can respect that. I won't mess with you after that, but I can respect that more so than you hiding it. And once that happened,
I agree with that 100%, Nanya. 100%.
I think once I got to that place of, okay, this is where you stand, I think I started to move on into the feeling of, I don't hate her.
Okay, I was gonna say that is so true, right? I mean, it's the same as simplest thing as her turning off the chat. If that's what you're gonna do, then say that's what you're gonna do, you know? Don't like pussyfoot around and try to pretend, oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry. Like, no, you knew. Because she had to turn it off. She had to turn it off. There is her chat, her live that she did just before that, it was on. So she had to have gone in and turned it off. So yeah, and like I said, no judgment. She wants to turn the chat off, and she can turn the chat off. You know, that's her prerogative to do, I guess you could say. And no judgment on that. Absolutely not. Like, why would we judge her on something like that? If you wanted to talk to her, you could put a comment after. You could, you know, I'll answer questions in the comments after, or whatever, you know. So yeah, I just think that was just a bunch of malarkey right there. So. Yeah.
I don't want her to be in any, you know, harm or doxxed or her family or like that's absolutely not at all.
I want that
what I
for
want
Carlee.
for her.
No, I
Yeah.
know.
What I actually want for her is I want her to be surrounded by so much love that maybe, just maybe, she can see a different perspective.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that. I also, like you, went and listened, you know, and it is because I do like her and
Yeah,
have
and
enjoyed
then,
her as a
she's
creator.
just so smart. She is so smart. She's so smart. She's so smart. My gosh, I love her. She's just, she can come into any conversation and she can just spew facts and reasoning, you know. So yeah, that's crazy. Yes.
Creator and was hurt by what was being said and had read the things, you know, the written words, and went and listened. And I was half hoping for, I think, a response that said, you know, maybe I felt this way then, but I've learned, and here's what I've learned, and here's how my perspectives have changed and what I'm doing now. And that's not at all what I heard. And so it was really disappointing to listen to.
Yeah.
I've seen somebody in the chat saying that her behavior since then has been deplorable. For me, I'm not watching it. Because if I'm watching it, I'm only there to then further judge. She let me know who she was and like where she stood. Anything she does after that, like, I feel like I can't be surprised by that anymore.
Yeah. Hey, Infamous.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I think it was hard. I think it was a hard pill for everybody to swallow. I think, you know, just because we felt like, I think it causes you to second guess yourself, or like, you know, like you said, where did I see it, or what did I miss something, or, you know, so on and so forth. And I think also like self-reflection is the hardest thing for any individual to have to do, because then you have to look within yourself, and it's not our place to, you know, to tell her who she can and cannot be.
Exactly. That was my point. It's like, I'm not going to sit there and convince somebody who maybe she was raised in this ideology. Maybe something happened, and you have to respect people like that, even though you might not agree, you know.
But and then it's not our place to judge. I mean, like we make our choices for ourselves, because we can't change anybody but ourselves. That's the first thing, you know. We can't change anybody else except for our own actions and what we do. But you know, a lot of people, you know, wanted. I'm going to retract that, but I just think that, you know, God taught out of grace and love, and like how she said, surround her, you know, hopefully with a lot of people that love her, and she gets surrounded with that, and hopefully, you know, out of, you know, grace and love, that it'll, you know, maybe it'll, you know, she'll see whatever she needs to see, you know. But I just wanted to chime in on that. And, you know, I just think self-reflection is a hard thing to have to do, because we have to look within ourselves and find that common denominator that might be, instead of being able to blame it and point fingers other places, you know. And it's a difficult thing to do, you know.
Yeah. And I think that, and I meant what I said too. It's like, you know.
And I agree with that. I'm not sure who's speaking right there. Oh, Infamous Truth Teller. Okay, yeah, I totally agree with that, because we absolutely do need to like look into ourselves and reflect, and especially when people that cared about you or care about you are telling you, hey, we don't, this looks funny to us, or we don't agree with this, or we don't agree with that, or you know, it's absolutely important for us to be able to grow and learn, right, and evolve and change and do better, plain and simple.
Oh, truly, if you have to ask yourself, or your friend of color or whatever, do you think I'm a racist? That typically means that you need to maybe evaluate some of your belief systems. I truly mean that.
Yeah. And there's a lot. I'm sorry. There's a lot of people that we come in contact with every day that don't say it out loud, and that's what's kind of scary too, you know.
Yeah, because I think that even if you hold some of that ideology, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're a bad person, but you're willing to learn from what you're holding or withholding. It could really take you somewhere. It's just, that's it, you know. Everybody has prejudice and stereotypes, but to have specific feelings that I'm like, you have to be able to check yourself with those, you
Yeah.
know?
And she was conveniently not remembering. I think that was what kind of got me a little bit more, I guess, irritable, with the response, with the Q&A that she was had. But I just listened to it last night, but just to listen how she was kind of just disregarded and dismissive and saying she didn't remember. She was initially saying, go back and read it, and telling everybody to go back and read it. And all of a sudden she doesn't remember, and it seemed dismissive. And I just felt like it was just dismissive to, who she, the people that cared and actually, were keen to her.
Yeah, but hold up, heels in the AARP. Hope everyone is peeping the people supporting her or making excuses, turning blind eye. Grain really seems to be a sympathizer. Listen,
I can't.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, I just start this over again. This is a new, this is like a super chat video that YT Deckery made for me, a super chat and like membership video and stuff like that. So let's watch this here. Kia, this is for you. Thank you for coming in. It's a minute long, so let's watch it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was pretty awesome. That was pretty awesome. So yes, thank you so much. And we
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, so amazing.
Thank you all for your kindness.
Thank you, sweetheart. I love you so much. I love you so much.
With love, with love, with love.
I love you.
I love you all. I thank you all. I love you all. Oh, oh.
I so appreciate it every single time.
Thank you.
Oh, that's so cute. And now it's for the members.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh.
And we hope you hang around these streets for a while, because it's pretty interesting around here. Pretty interesting around here.
This is so cute.
You'll see some stuff that you never saw before.
Oh my God, Ducky, you are fucking amazing. So sweet. That was so sweet. Thank you so much, honey. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That was just awesome and so cute. Oh, you're awesome. I love her so much. She's like one of my best friends that I've met on here. So love her, love her, love her. She's awesome. Yeah, YT Deckery did that for me. Isn't that sweet? Who gives a whole song when you join membership? This girl, fuck yeah, I do. I love you guys so much. Oh, okay, let's get back into this rabbit video because I want to watch. I also have a couple other people up here. We have Marco, okay, the Glarer. You betcha. We have a little bit of that. And then we have a little bit of Voices for the Voiceless. And who else did we have here? There's a couple here, so we will watch them. And then we will head on over to Heels Live here, and we'll watch some parts of that. So, okay, let's get back into Rabbit here. Rabbit and Nanya, and I'm not exactly quite. Oh, Infamous True Teller, and I don't know who's up in the corner up there. So if somebody knows, then Can you let me know? Yes, yes. Yeah, I'm gonna watch you, honey. I'm gonna watch you. Yeah, I will remove the pinned one.
This is a sympathizer. Well, go ahead, Nanya, because I'm like this right here.
You know, and I've seen the comments that she's making, and the comments that she's been making, that Granny's been making lately, are like, I have no hate in my heart for her. I wish her well.
What's wrong with that? I don't have any hate in my heart for heels.
Maybe nobody educated her. Maybe nobody took the time to sit down and say how, you know, how her statements look. Like, it's being an understanding person and not just being a hateful person that's like, I hate you, go away. You know, like, you don't, that's not necessary. Like, and the funny part to me is I keep seeing, like, it's funny because I keep seeing people like everywhere, like, well, this person hasn't said something, or did you see this person's comment in the chat?
That's
Stop
what I
watching
was
other
getting.
people's reactions. Be accountable for your own, and that's it.
That's what was pissing me off. Whether it's this grain, you know, not grain. I'm sorry, the AARP. Okay, AARP heels. Why are you trying to dictate how someone should feel about the information they're receiving? That to me is a little suspect too. It's like you're gonna or tell somebody how to respond to something, or bully them into doing something or saying something. That's just wrong. That's wrong. That's like me saying, because she's this, I'm gonna hate her. No. What is wrong?
Not having an open mind to listen to other views.
Chasing's comment.
Yeah.
Let me see. And thank you for the 189 Bunny. You've shown so much grace with your response. Thank you, Tracy. And it isn't sympathy. It's seeing where the person is at, accepting it, and understanding you don't have to be close. Exactly, if you choose not to. So exactly. I get the sense that anybody, like the person that came into my chat, and people have been emailing me, and sometimes it's this narrative of, you have to stand this way or I don't stand with you. Then don't stand with me. Then don't. Right. You know, don't bully me to feel something, because then not only is the issue over here, now you have an issue with me and I have an issue with you. You can't tell somebody how to interpret that information or how to feel about it.
The other part is all of us, every single person, creator, sub, any of us, right? We can have coexisting feelings. We can disagree with her blog and what she stands by to this day and still wish no harm on her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like
well, I think that's what you just hit the nail on the head with, Nanya, is really, you can't fight hate with hate.
No.
You can only fight it with love and education, compassion and understanding. It doesn't mean you have to be close to it. Like you said, you don't have to be friends with anyone that has those kinds of thought processes or acts in that manner, but you cannot fight it with hate.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And if they're not open to it, you can't force something that they're not willing to be open to hear as well. And you know, you can only do so much to try to educate or try to, you know, stretch that olive branch, you know. And if they don't accept it, or people don't accept it, or whomever doesn't accept it, I mean, sometimes they shut it down. You know?
Yeah.
Yes, they do. They shut it down. She was being called out for these views years ago. So she has been aware. People have tried to educate her, and that's why she was trying to hide everything so fast. I agree with that, because she has absolutely been called out this for quite a few years. So as a spectator in this situation, with all genuine sincerity, I am sorry to all who lost a friend in the personal character sense. I know after this, the person she was to will never return. Yeah, and that's just the thing, right, Jim? It's kind of, like I said, this is not about my other life, about this. All the times that I've talked about heels is not about crapping on her, shitting on her, but it's just trying to understand why, or like, you know, especially after her first live where she kind of just doubled down on everything and didn't really say too much, right? So okay, so that was Rabbit. I do want to keep going here because I want to make sure that I kind of get everybody in here that I wanted to get in here. So let's go. All the ladies in here, you ready for this? We're gonna go and go to Marco. Okay, why do I have so many windows open here? What's going on? Okay. So let's go have a look at and for those who don't know, Marco is the glare. We didn't think that he looked like a Will, so we named him Marco. Yes. Yeah, Patty, does your name keep changing? Like the first letter of your name disappears, I think it is. Yeah, that happens. I don't know why it's been doing that. I've noticed that in other chats though too. So yeah. Marco, right? Come on, you guys know Marco. Okay, and this was his live. He streamed it 2 days ago, and it is called "Disappointment is an Epidemic Here." So yeah, this is I like the Glare too, because he's also somebody who speaks common sense, and just I just like, I am back, laptop has some charge. Awesome. Yes. Yes, so let's have a listen to what he has to say here.
Problem with that, but when you spread misinformation and you take stories that are true and twist them to be untrue in order to make your content more dramatic, in turn to make people more attracted to your channel, because the majority of people in this community are just drawn to the drama, and they're just drawn to that what's going on, much like the reason why many of you are here right now. And
thank you, Autumn Renee. Oh, I appreciate that, sweetheart. I really do. I appreciate it. I think this is the right one, so let's see if it is. Here we go. Nope, that's not the right one. Here we go, you guys.
Flying King time, guys.
Thank you, Autumn Renee. I appreciate you. Yay, I appreciate you. Awesome. We're getting quite a good membership going, you guys. I'm actually really proud of everybody that's in the membership. So yeah, it's awesome. Okay, let's keep going with this here. Will's just taking a drink there. What is I don't even know what to call it. I guess I can't call it a cocksucker. He might get mad at me for that. Anyways, he's just, wetting his teeth. My God, never mind. Let's go. Whistle. There we go. Oh my God.
I like to think that I don't do that. I end up just kind of standing back for a moment, looking at the bullshit that's happening, and then I'll discuss it. Good night, Lemmy.
No, Renee.
And when somebody like Heels in the Air, who was invaluable to exposing this type of behavior, I noticed certain things, and the way that I saw it was just maybe a character flaw. I'm not even sure if I want to even use that term, because then I'm throwing stones, and I have many of my own character flaws. I'm not perfect at all by any means.
As we all do.
But
yes, we all do.
There were certain times where I'd just be like, man, she seems to be taking certain things a little too personally here. And then certain things became more about her. And then she would end up on drama channel panels. And then she would started doing her own lives that were very personally driven. And then I just was kind of like, ooh, I don't know. But regardless, her content itself, as far as the videos that she would make, were usually extremely informative. And as I said, invaluable to helping create awareness of the ugliness in this community and the things that are wrong in this community. And I genuinely looked at her as an asset in that sense.
Renee. No, not Laura. And I let me stop that right there just for a second, because I think that we all did. We think we all thought of Heels as an asset to this community. She was very good. She is very good, I will say. She has not was. She's I mean, obviously still is very good at like calling out the bullshit with all these tragedy pimps and all these, and it's but it's just really sad that like she now is looked at and thought of as a tragedy pimp. Right? It's just, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Yes, Patty. Yes. I don't know if he reads it on here or not, but he might. I think he might. And yes, absolutely. The emails that she sent to Marco so many months ago was very telling. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. As soon as he said informative. Oh, yeah. Oh gosh.
But in this pursuit for trying to expose Heels for being a hypocrite, in this pursuit, people discovered certain things. One channel in particular called Jerks, I guess, or something like that. The link to the video I'm about to play is in the description, and the link to the video that I'm going to play before that is in the description. But I'm just going to get right down to the facts on this, because just to bring everybody up to speed who doesn't know what's going on. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, because I mean, I would get emails from time to time from her, like, man, and one in particular. But let me just go over here because I'm all over the place right now. I'm still shocked by everything, so please forgive me. So let's take a look at her community posts. And she says here.
Okay, guys, pay attention to the way that I think I'm pretty sure I saw this part. So pay attention to the way that like he breaks this down. I think he does a really good job.
And I realize I'm not adding a lot of context yet, but I will, I promise. It says here, this is her latest post. It was put up yesterday or the day before. And it says, the crime scene video is a backup. I don't know what that means. I can't control much, but I can control that.
It's all right. Keep stopping, you guys. Hey, that girl. How are you? Orion Artist. Hello, hello. Come on in. Come on in. I try not to miss anybody. T. Marie, I'm not even sure if I said hello to you yet, honey. I've seen you in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. I love you, girl. I love you.
It was not deleted. There are no autopsy photos. This witch hunt is beyond ridiculous. That's an interesting thing said there. Now,
he's not as slow as Justin, and like he's much better looking. So that kind of makes up for it, I guess. Yes. Hey, Claire.
Let me go into this real quick.
Thank you, that girl. I hope you have a great night.
Now, this is from Chronicles of the Shady. And I got an email. I got an email. Now, hold on a second. Before you guys start in the chat talking about how she's the queen of witch hunts and blah, 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 don't forget you all supported her at one point. So let's check ourselves as we explore this. I don't want anybody going in here starting to throw stones at this person over things that now all of a sudden her content it contains witch hunts and blah, blah, blah. Don't do that. Don't do that in here, please. Because I've seen a lot of people, I see that happen a lot, where people will just go with the flow of and jump on the bandwagon of everyone talking about something and be like, oh, I never liked her. Bullshit. I don't want to hear that.
Safer
so stop it. And anybody, I don't care who you are, knock it off. So Chronicles of the Shady made this video, and I should note, just maybe a month or so ago, I got an email from her, and I was looking for it, and I couldn't find it, but I did get an email from her from Heels saying that, I think almost verbatim, she said, Chronicles is going after me, trying to dox me. And my response was like, of the Shady? Because I was shocked. And then I just kind of dismissed it. You know, I was just like, I don't know why she's like reaching out to me about it, because that sounds like personal bullshit.
Okay, who did he say that? Did he say that was Heels that reached out to him? Let's go back here. Hang on a second.
And I was looking for it, and I couldn't find it, but I did get an email from her from Heels saying that,
Oh, wow. Huh.
I think almost verbatim, she said, Chronicles is going after me, trying to dox me. And my response was like, of the Shady? Because I was shocked. And then I just kind of dismissed it. You know, I was just like, I don't know why she's like reaching out to me about it, because that sounds like personal bullshit between these people. And I was thinking, I don't know what the deal is. I didn't care. I didn't want to know. The way I looked at it was like, well, maybe the clip channels are having their own little war or whatever. I hope they work it out. I like all the clip channels. That's the way I saw it. So I just didn't really think that much of it, but I was just like, that's kind of weird. You know,
Hey, Running Bear, how are you? Good to see you. One of my mods, can you put the Glares link in the chat, please, so that we have it there?
But it was weird behavior on Heels' end at the time. I felt like,
yes, Heels about Chronicle, yeah.
And it was weird because Chronicles of the Shady has always come off as credible to me.
Right.
I think Chronicles of the Shady even has a wrench on this channel. I think it's fine to, again, I thought it was something personal going on between them. I didn't want to get involved, but I think she was worried about, because I happen to know her real name, and she was worried about me sharing it maybe or something, which she should have known better that I wouldn't do that. Now, her name may come up here in some of the videos that I'm going over, but that's just because the shit's out there. But this is Chronicles' video that she made, and I want to make note, Chronicles was very reluctant to release this video. She was afraid of getting scrutinized. She was afraid of all of Heels' supporters coming after her to some degree. I would imagine that's the reason why she was reluctant. But she went ahead and did this, and I'm glad that she did, and she has my full support.
We appreciate you, Cody.
Oh no, she was. I can prove it, but I'm not going to right now. But Chronicles of the Shady was definitely reluctant about making and releasing this video. She said, I was going to make a long video explaining so much, but I will just leave this here for the subscribers that deserve the truth. When it comes to online harassment and so much more, please research those you trust. It is easy to dodge our responsibilities, but we cannot dodge the consequences of dodging our responsibilities. Josiah Stamp.
Yeah, that's very true.
It says here, I'm going to say this one last time. Now, this is the post that Heels put up and has since deleted, I believe. I did not see that. I'm going to double check because I don't want to contribute to any misinformation either.
I saw this post. I remember it.
Yeah, all this. Yeah, she removed it. But this is her post, and I saw this on her page, so I can verify that this is very real. Says, this is Heels talking here. I am going to say this one last time. I am not VPate. Videos that link to her blog are parked here. None have been posted since 2015. Not true. I'm going to show you why I say that. I started screwing around and posting on this channel years after the blog shuttered. The crime scene walkthrough was one of about 5 videos. I put it on private last night because Dolly talked about it. I had forgotten it was there. I offered to open it for that gaggle of libelous harpies over there, but despite their effort to get into it, they said no. Odd. That is all I'm going to say about this. If you have a problem with that, I don't know what to tell you. Think what you want. And I can understand closing something like that. Like if you've got proof and you drop receipts and say, listen, I can only do so much, that's it. Like, think what you want. I can't do anything to change your mind. If I show you receipts and I show you proof, then that's it. But the problem is that she didn't show any receipts or proof about what she's claiming here. Now, at the time that this was written, I didn't think that we were entitled to any receipts or proof. She was being accused by people of certain things, by people who are known in this community for being dishonest and misleading their viewers. And she was being attacked by those people directly. And
yes, and like honestly, this post right here says so much. It really, really does. because she knew people knew the truth, you know, like she knew that, like, oh God, it's insane. She knew people that knew the truth. She knew people were out there. And I'm sure that she probably like expected them, like that they were that they were her friends or whatever, that they would like keep hush hush for her, right? If somebody doesn't want their name out there, of course you're not going to say it, you know what I mean? But she still knew. Oh my goodness, that stings also. Jailer being right, yeah. Oh my God, we gotta suck it up sometimes. So yeah, that's just kind of crazy that you would make a post like this. Like, why even bother saying it? Because there's people out there that are going to know that you're lying, you know? So, oh my gosh, I just don't know. I just don't know. Anyways, let's keep going. This is a really good one by the Glare,
So I didn't even think.
Oh, let me stop here just for a second. Hey, Grandma Sherry, thanks for coming in. Hello. Lady Terra 71. She's so arrogant and treats people beneath her. Yes. I agree. I agree. From what we've seen, I definitely agree. Which is too bad because I mean, gosh, she has so many people. She's got like, I mean, we all watched her grow to 15 to 13 to 13,000 and then to 15,000. Like we've all watched her. She's been doing really well here. Like, and then like, oh, just from one stupid lie. That's sad. It's crazy.
Think anything of it. And then I watched this video. And it says here, edited to add because of the confusion. The links add up because this is where the videos are parked. Good Sleuths can see it wasn't active for 8 or 9 years. I am going to say this one last time. I am not V-Pate. Videos that link to her blog are parked here. None have been posted since 2015. I started screwing around. Okay, and then you know the rest. So she went back and edited it and said, because of confusion, the links add up because this is where the videos are parked. Good Sleuths can see it wasn't active for 8 or 9 years. It's interesting that she said that. So in that post, she says it wasn't active for 8 or 9 years. Hold on. I got this muted. My bad.
Waiting in the wings, ready to go. Vicky Pate, the investigative blogger. So Vicky, tell us what first drew your attention to Sean King. What was it that you sort of first?
Okay, so I don't know if there's anybody here who has not heard this yet. But this is a I don't know who this gentleman is that she's talking to, but this is apparently Heels in the Air, and that's what we're going to call her here, is Heels in the Air. I am not going to say her actual name on this channel. I've seen a few other channels pick up that kind of policy or whatever, and I completely agree with it. So yes, it's Mino Yiannopoulos. Okay, I still don't know who it is, but you know. Anyways, and this was played, I do believe, like, first of all, so that you could hear Heel's voice. And I do believe that she had said that it wasn't her. So let's have a listen.
First became interested in, and what did you do? How did you first start exploring the subject?
Well, I've always followed Benjamin Crump, the attorney Benjamin Crump, and his.
That is about 2 seconds more than I needed to realize that was Heels in the Air. That voice belonged to Heels in the Air.
Me too. How about you guys? Did you need any longer than that to actually know that was her voice? I don't know why there's no mistaking that voice. Exactly. I don't know why anybody would deny things like that. I don't understand it. It's I don't know. It's kind of crazy. Gosh. This audio, where's the nail in the coffin? Yeah, her and B-Page are going to become words. Oh, I don't know. I hope not. She stood so against Betty, so I hope not. Yes, right. Voiceless. I knew immediately too. I was like, what the? That is so Heels. Like, come on. And it's just hard to understand why somebody would lie about that when you know it's your voice. I mean, how can you do that? I don't know.
I mean, I'm talking like that's how long it took me, was as soon as the second I heard it.
cases. And so I was following the Mike Brown case. I have a bad echo. But so Charles Johnson from Go News was going to get the juvenile records for Mike Brown. Well, Sean King, that ticked him off. So he put up that Charles Johnson was a pedophile, and not only said it, but put up a police report that said Charles Johnson, with I think the birth date was like a year off, that this was his police report, that he was a pedophile. And I mean, you can call people a lot of things, but there's some things that, you know, I mean, even racist, whatever, but to call a man a pedophile will stick forever. So I started looking into him, and all I could find were good.
Now, to call somebody a racist, I got a comment there. To call someone a racist, that sticks forever too. It does. But the thing is I'm not going to call somebody a racist unless there's ample evidence to dictate as such.
Good things, like hundreds of blogs about how great he was. He was on CNN. He was a philanthropist, you know, all these great things. We'll come to find out later, he had a good publicist that was doing all this. Anything to corroborate that. It was months later that Daily Caller got the police report that proved Sean was lying, that he wasn't beat up by 14 rednecks. So this just got me to looking into Hope Mob, into his Twitch change, into all these charities, the worst being a home in Haiti, which he was doing while he was the pastor at his church. I just kept looking and looking, and I was putting it on Twitter, and I would put something on Twitter, I would get suspended. And it wasn't until like May that I thought there has to be something I can prove to show that he's not credible.
Suspended from Twitter. What was happening? So presumably you were just reporting on facts.
Sapphire, you're probably not tripping. He's a smoker, so you know, the devil's lettuce smoke is usually a little more blue. Yeah.
So why were you getting suspended from a social network?
I believe because Sean had been in business with Claire Ortiz, who was the she worked for Twitter. I'm not sure.
The problem with all this is at this point in my live stream, we already know she's a liar. So everything that you're hearing her say here has to be taken with a grain of salt and has to be in the interest of self-preservation, you know, to some degree, because all we've seen from her are the actions of somebody only interested in self-preservation.
Sure, she's still with him now. She was at the time. But my opinion only was that he was probably asking her to suspend me. You know, I don't know. It was just after I would go on Twitter and put up my blog and say, you know, this is what's happening with him, I would get suspended.
So let's move on to the race thing.
Okay, so the race thing only came up in June, in like May and June, probably. I mean, I'd always thought about it, but it was really because
pay close attention to what she says about this, folks.
His entire family is white. You know, all the Facebook, the extended family, everyone's white. And so I thought, this is just the one thing. If I can just prove this, then his credibility will certainly be ruined, right? You would think.
You would imagine.
We both know now that that's not true.
What happened in the end?
No, you get a job at New York Daily News. So that's what happened. And then I and some other people behind the scenes, because I don't ever let anything out until I'm pretty sure about it. And we started looking into, so what a friend of mine got, he's actually a detective that didn't want his name mentioned, actually got the birth certificate in the first place. And he sent it to me, and then I thought about it. And then I think that's when you and I started talking.
Right.
And I was being hasty and said, well, I'm going to just put it up since you haven't put it up yet, but you were going through making sure the legal aspects were all correct. So that's what happened. That's when you and I started talking. I was the only one that had the birth certificate. And then we started talking about it. And you said, can you prove 100%? And I said, yes, I can. And that's how I got started.
And what his defense was?
I believe his very first tweet was, Vicky Pate is a racist. And he gave me a lot of great publicity because he put in my, he listed my website, and I got like 40,000 hits in an hour. And he just said it was due to right-wing nut jobs, racist. And we kind of knew that the only out he had was to say his mother had an affair with a black man. I mean, that's the only thing he could say because we had the proof.
Okay, so.
Wow, crazy.
It's interesting to hear this type of language. Someone who is throwing shade at someone who is using. It's interesting to hear her use this kind of language because, you know, I immediately think of Betty. You know, I immediately think of Bullhorn Betty, who will, when she will say something disgusting about someone of other color or something to that effect, she'll go, oh, well, you know, they're just, they always go to the race. They always play the race card, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You know,
yes.
in order to discredit them and in order to be dismissive of them and accuse them of virtue signaling and blah, blah, blah. So here she is just being like, no, you know, of course he's going to say, well, you know, they're racist. And when, you know, that's their only argument. I'm pointing that out because this gets interesting.
I mean, the day I found his dad's mugshot, he looks just like Sean. I mean, they look alike. And then you have to wonder, why would his mother have an affair with a black man and still name her son after the white father? I mean,
because maybe the white father is actually the one being the parent. That's possible. I mean,
And why would you question
what
something
difference
like
does it
that
make
anyways?
what her reasons are for naming a child and who she's naming the child after? What does that have to do with?
Yes, I will say that too. And it didn't have anything to do with who is the parent or who not, and nothing like that. She just automatically went to white and black, which is horrible. That's no, no. That has nothing to do with that.
With race or color or anything.
that doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? I do want to make one thing clear. If you read my blogs about Shaun King, I don't think you will find anywhere, unless it's a reference to Black Lives Matter, that I've ever done. This has never been about Black Lives Matter, because for one thing, he's not black, but it's never been about that.
And this is interesting because they're using like what was it, Google Hangouts? That's what I used at first, and then they like eliminated Google Hangouts. You couldn't use it anymore. I think it was Hangouts. It was Google something to live stream. And this is how long ago that was. This was like 2015.
It's been about Shaun King. And, you know, the worst thing that I think he's ever done is steal from $250,000, in my opinion, based on my research, from an orphanage in Haiti. You know, and so it's never been about Black Lives Matter. And people keep saying, oh, they want to shut down Black Lives Matter. Well, they're going to shut themselves down. I'm not concerned with them.
Thank you for the information, Disney.
I mean, like, I got to play that one more time because that's just crazy. She really just said that.
Oh, big lips and back lips. We love gay people here. Come on. We love everybody here. Gay, straight, trans, circle, whatever, you know? Whatever. We love everybody here. We sure do.
You know, and so it's never been about Black Lives Matter. And people keep saying, oh, they want to shut down Black Lives Matter. Well, they're going to shut themselves down. I'm not concerned with them.
So there's obviously some sort of animosity towards Black Lives Matter, but does that prove that she's a racist? No, it really doesn't. I mean, if we're being totally honest, it really does not prove that she's a racist. It's some ignorant shit to say, but then we get this video here. And I'm going to keep it muted because I don't need the music playing, because it's just all dialogue and music. And
Hey, Mitten Mama.
And this is a video made by the Jerks or whatever the channel's name is. The link is in the description along with Chronicles of the Shady's video that we just played.
Yes, on Renee.
And so just now here's the thing is I don't know anything about this channel. All I know is this video was shared with me last night. I watched it and I was in shock.
Okay, I didn't see
and
this
then
one
I
yet,
shared
so
it.
we'll
with
check out and see what it
else,
is. And
they were in shock. But this person who I shared it with needed to see it.
After we'll go to.
They needed to see it, so I shared it with them. They were in shock.
After we'll go to.
Now, it's real important that we pay close attention to what's being said here. So
this is
please note, while this video discusses the posting of a death scene video and the release of autopsy photos, it does not include any of the film footage or any autopsy images. So that's a disclaimer by Jerks.
Oh, this is the Jerks. Oh, okay.
How we got here. Heels in the air. Renews it and renews it too. Renews it is VPate's website that she was extremely active on. This goes on, you'll see. It started with the furor surrounding of Zav Girl.
Okay, so everybody might have seen this. Do you guys want to watch this, or do you want to go on to something else? Because we will get to Heel's video today, definitely. Definitely. Because I don't want to watch something that you guys have like already seen, or you know what I mean. I mean we might have all seen this. I'm not too sure, but we could definitely go over it. I don't mind at all. So far, I'm down for whatever. Okay, well, maybe we will look at it if you guys are okay with it, because it's all part of the story, right? And this is kind of what I want us to do, is just like, oh, Lady Tara says move on. Okay. I gotta stop here before I start making decisions. Wait for the cat, for the chat to catch up. You've seen it. Okay. That's kind of what I figured. Like most people have seen it, right? So Not a Renee. Okay then, Lady Tara. God. I fucking love you guys so much. That's okay. If you guys, I mean, you guys can go. We'll move on. So, I didn't see this Chronicles video yet, but I can watch later if you need be. Please today's video. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. After I will figure out. I don't know why. Can somebody tell me why? Like in StreamYard. How come, like, when I put, like, links in the descriptions and stuff like that, when I go to, like, look at the video after it's done and it's uploaded and everything, all that shit's not there. So maybe somebody can, like, tell me how to, you know, I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. It's kind of making me angry just a little bit. So, okay, so did you guys see the post by Tragic Wise about the 84 pages of dozens of people's info was emailed to them? Did you guys all see that? I was like, oh my God, what the hell? That is insane, y'all. I'll bring that up just for a second. Just Tragic Wise post. Let me delete some of these other links before I get way too far behind. Okay, I'll bring this up for you guys just for a second here. And, oh, 6 Up, thank you so much. Oh, I appreciate you. You're awesome. Thank you, honey.
Flying King time, guys.
Also, good night. I see people saying good night too. Welcome. Good night, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'm glad. I hope you're still here to see me saying thank you and welcome. Voiceless says I have to put them in the description on YouTube and Studio. You do? Okay. Because I know that too. Yes. He's saying she'll get Chronicles info. It's just getting crazy out there, you guys. It really is seriously getting crazy. Okay, so let me bring this up just for a second. And you guys can read this post with me. I thought it was kind of like, what the fuck? Okay, so let's read. Okay, I hope you guys can see that. And this is Tragic Wise one day ago, so she posted yesterday. Okay, this says LMAO, somebody needs a hobby. 84 pages of dozens of people's info was emailed to me by someone I've never heard of, and it was a bit obsessive. I don't dox people, so find someone else willing to put it out for you. If you haven't already. I'm sure some people are absolutely dying to have all of this, but I don't do internet beefs besides my own. Perhaps a hobby or a job as a detective would suit you. Isn't this crazy? I will say thanks for letting me see how people talk about me off YouTube, though. Respect on that. Quite interesting to say the least. Beings how I did nothing to these people except not take a side. Is there a way as a creator to unsub some subs off my page? Because there some of you are getting the deuces today. That's how important numbers are for me. Y'all get up y'all gonna get up off my page. I can't do talk behind my back. Then come chat like you didn't. Have a great Friday. To my real ones, I will be live this afternoon and tonight both. Oh, isn't that crazy? goodness. I just like, isn't that crazy? I just kind of thought it was like just an interesting post. And I was like, I'm not saying it has anything to do with heels or anything to do with this sort of thing. I just found it interesting that it was just kind of like lined up with the same kind of, like, I don't know. Oh gosh. Gosh, who's that? That was from Tragic Wise. Yes, voices. Very odd timing. Very odd timing, I thought. So just kind of interesting. Interesting. Okay, so what else do we got here? This is okay. First of all, voices, are you all right with me playing your video? Because I also have one from Diamond Cutter that I wanted to take a look at as well. So if you are not, I know Diamond probably wouldn't. I'm not saying that you would care either. No, not at all. But I just don't want to start no shit for nobody. And yeah. So sure. Okay, honey. All right. I didn't think that you would mind. I know you stand by what you say. And you mean what you say. So also, just letting everybody know out there, The Glare 2 days ago put a video out. I was going to play it, but I'm not actually going to because I just actually don't want her voice on my channel. I'll play her another time, but not right now. That Glare put out of Laura putting out Kendrick Johnson's autopsy photos. So go take a look at that and make that judgeable that too. Because holy crap. I was like, what the fuck? So yeah. I do not think the video actually shows the autopsy photos, but it has the proof there that she actually did it. So yeah. Okay, hang on just 2 seconds. I'm going to bring this video up. Oh yeah, right. Okay. Alrighty, so this is a video from our lovely Voice for the Voiceless, and we will go and have a look at that. Okay, I wanted to play this one as well because of course it's voiceless and she makes some really good points. So yeah, so let's have a look at this.
Hello, good evening. Welcome. I hope you all are well. It's been a long week for me. Let's see. Christy T, hi, how are you, love? Alicia, welcome. Carol, hi, good to see you. Coco, I hope you're doing well, love.
Oops, sorry.
Cassie.
Thank you, Voiceless, for letting me play this video. Can we get her link in the chat, please? Please go sub up to her. She's like one of the funniest women on here. So absolutely. Yeah, let's go with her. This is gonna be good.
Let's use my iPhone, girl. The rest of us are all Androids. Sorry, we're a bunch of droids. I truly feel that you use that to your benefit, and that makes you even worse. You don't have to make money on a tragedy. Thank you, that girl. You don't have to make money on it to still be considered a tragedy pimp. At the point that the family asks you to stop, if you don't stop, you're considered a harasser. And that is the same thing that Dolly, Molly, Betty, the whole fucking thing. I hope you enjoy your meal. That's the whole fucking thing that we've been standing against. And I believe that you use that as coverage. And I think that's gross and that's disgusting.
You're welcome, Voices, honey. We got you here. We got you here. I know that this really upset you, so I appreciate you for letting us watch it. Appreciate you. Love you, girl.
Welcome back, Kashmir. All right. Here we go.
You hear me? Just say yes.
Unfortunately, yes, we can hear you. What's that? I'm sorry? No, there's no I'm sorry. But get ready to go through it.
Okay, good. So anyway, I talked to a good friend, Burnt Toast, and someone else, and we talked in a StreamYard private chat.
Oh, might that have been Lisa? Not your good friend anymore. I heard what she said. She told you to go away. She thinks you're gross and vile too. I don't get it.
And
yeah, so if you guys haven't gone over to see Crimes and Passion video about this, please do, because she was really hurt by it too. And we support Crimes and Passion, and we're here for her. Absolutely. I wanted to watch her video tonight too, so we'll see how much time we go through here. So let's continue with this.
And everybody said, well, yeah, pretty much everybody said, you don't want to do that because you're in this lawsuit with Betty, and if you do, then she'll hear your voice and hear who you are and whatever. But Burnt Toast said, I shouldn't do anything. I shouldn't chat. I shouldn't go live. I shouldn't do anything. Just
I watched Burnt Toast last night, and that's a lie. See, here's what you didn't count on, Heels. You didn't count on the rest of us having the backbone that you lack. The rest of us, like, I respect Lisa for not outing text messages, but Cliff Notes? Nah. What happened with her? Turns out that the woman's like the OG tragedy pimp, racist, harasses families, purposely focuses on Black families, families of color, said horrible things about Indigenous people, has had, like, just, if you're not white, it's not right in her book. So I don't get it. It's so bad. If you follow the Circle Jerks video and follow that off and spend a night, oh, it's, I didn't think anybody could be worse than Lycan, but Heels is actually worse than Lycan. Or
hey Rachel Wolf, how are you? Hey Coco. Margie. Well, welcome for catching up. Welcome for catching up. No worries, darling, no worries. Fairy Just 101. Hello, hello, welcome in, welcome in. Runs with Scissors. I'm not sure if I said hello to you or not yet, but hello. Hello. Awesome. Good to see so many people coming in. Awesome, awesome. Come on in and let us know what you're thinking, you guys. We want to hear it. This is a safe place to talk and express your feelings, for sure. Absolutely.
Or as equally as bad as. Hi, God, yes. Welcome in. or equally as bad as. And so given that the first thing she starts this off with isn't hey, look, guys, this is bad, and I get it looks a type of way, and I gotta say I'm sorry, and it's not my... She's doubled down. I'm sorry if it offended you. Okay. Even bigger, if it was about Ben Crump, why didn't you write the stuff about Ben Crump? Why is it? I mean, Nanya, okay, let's see if I can get through this. It's the worst ever. Hi, Tiffany. Thank you for the other day. I appreciate you.
Voices, I don't think it comes off harsh. I really don't. I don't think it does. You know, you're passionate about this. I remember when you got really angry. I forget whose live it was in, but where you had mentioned something about your sister. So it's this, you know, these are your feelings and your passion. So don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. Damn, this comes very harsh. No, not at all. Not at all. Don't you dare say sorry. Don't you dare say sorry. Don't do it.
It's the worst.
Stay off until after the lawsuit. Okay.
And this isn't true. None of
so that's what I did. And then I think today Betty dropped me. I'm sure so she can talk about me. And then Burnt Toast made that community post, which completely floored me, to say that I wasn't taking accountability because, yeah, I would have, like, day one, not one.
But
so
wait,
most people see.
So night one, you would have just hopped up there and said, yeah, I used to feel like this, but now I don't. And I see it was wrong. And I'm sorry. And I got to go turn this off. I mean, like, we all saw what Burnt Toast had over 1,000 people in her chat watching the receipts that were shown. Heels. Lisa's spoken, and she shared that it's not the story that you're giving. And again, I think the part where I lost my shit, and it did. It swayed a lot of, I was sitting back and only talking in Forgotten Whispers chat, but reading the other chat. Hey, Stifler's mom. As disrespectfully as she possibly wants to. But here's where my hang up came. I heard through the grapevine that she has said that she was on, hey, Lucy. I'd heard that through the grapevine that there was a rumor of hospice when it came around her. But to now hear that that was an excuse given out as to why I don't want to be attacked, or don't attack me because I am. It's not gonna fly like that. You outed it now, bitch. You're gonna have to come clean. I mean, and I cannot believe that she went from 15.5 to 15.4 and that was it. So if you're okay with her in that, then unsub and exit left now, because I'm not okay with any of this. I got little sticking points, but I'm not okay with this. Not by any fucking means. No, you don't. No, not at all.
Seem to be upset because they think that blog post, I'm not going to do this in order probably because there's just so much, but let me get my notes. What I think the biggest, I don't know if it's the biggest thing, is the racism.
I'm not going to do this in order. I'm going to make this as absolutely hard as necessarily possible. So to me, when I unpack just that statement, we don't know, Table Talk. We don't know. We don't know if she is or not. That's a great question, Christy T. Well, and Cassie, you're exactly right. I mean, there are many times that I just exited stream left. Just, I'm done. Good night. Bye. Because I don't like her condescending tone that was used a lot. I don't like the way she spoke to B. Tim up here. B. Tim was trying to help her out. And she kind of went, no, fuck you. No. And it was awful.
And I agree with that. She was horrible to beat him. That was horrible. He was actually trying to help her. Like, he was out there trying to kind of maybe not advocate for her, but like just kind of ask her, like, you know, simple questions that were like, hey, like, can you answer this? Like, I don't know. It's just like, oh my goodness. Yeah. It's like, yeah, she was horrible. Yes, yes, he did try to toss her a lifeline, absolutely. And she just threw it by her back. So I don't know, it's kind of crazy. And that's what I'm talking about like the people who like who did care about her, you know? Like people that were up, you know, I mean, I get that like by that time Tim might have like he might have been like really frustrated. He might have been, you know, but I think that if she would have handled it differently and she would have been like, hey guys, like I apologize, I'm sorry, like I understand that it looks bad and absolutely I not that it looks bad, it is bad, blah, blah, you know, whatever. And like she would be like, I'm not the same person anymore. Like I think you guys have seen that, and I've tried really hard to change or whatever, you know. I think that like things would have gone a lot different for her. So yeah. Yeah, no, this is not are you asking me, Blank Slate? This is not on tonight's live. No, this was on yesterday's. Yeah. He also has very selective hearing. Yes, we all noticed that as well, right? And she just like deflected out of a lot of the questions that were asked. She was deflecting. Absolutely. Which is really sad. Like it's like why do that? There's enough people around here that pay enough attention that know. Like it's just I don't know. At least we know Hayes ain't no coward. Okay, but is like I think she displayed some coward moves for sure. Some cowardly tendencies, absolutely. I can say, first of all, where's her blog? Why did she take her blog down? So yeah, that to me looks horrible. That she took her blog down. It really does. Because she told people to go over and take a look at it, and then it was gone. So, yeah.
Awful. But last night it was even worse. No, she admitted to lying about her name not being. Again, we're not gonna do that over here. I was wrong in when I did it, and that video is gone, and I was wrong with it. But I had also just spent about 4.5 hours reading all of her bullshit, and then I find out after watching Burnt Toast last night, she gets paid for those fucking clicks. She gets paid for that. B. Tim was very hurt. Yes, he was. And you know what? B. Tim's never done anything to her. Never. He's always been kind and polite to her. Okay. Let's see if I can get through more. Shit. You guys are going to have to listen to this.
Yeah, that's what happened. I mean, you can come up, but I'm going to finish. But that's what happened. And I'm going to try to be done before your live stream comes on. But anyway, so people saying that I'm racist and I came on here trying to hide, I guess, the racism, which isn't what happened. I came on here, I jumped on because of what happened with Heels on the Ground with just what they were doing from like day one. My blog was still up. The link to this channel was still up. I didn't change anything except the name, and I jumped on.
So
now
but here's the problem with that, Heels. Here's the problem with that. You assimilated into a community that all of us that hung out over in Queens with each other, we just don't go digging into that kind of stuff. We just don't care. It's not. So to know that it was all right there, and then hearing this long rambling smammering of bullshit that's not going to be done in any sort of an order. And anytime you were called on a hard question, it was, oh, I don't remember that. Well, if you don't remember doing that, then maybe it's time to sign off the internet, because maybe you are really ill, and maybe you're doing it because you're angry that you're coming to the end, and your time would much better be spent doing other things than being mean to people that you have no fucking right to be mean to. Who are you? And if this was about Ben Crump, why is he the least addressed in any of this?
Yes. See there, that was one of her deflections, right?
Oh, it's but banker. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't, because those are the stories that were. No, no, it wasn't. And then Nanya coming on and like just totally slamming her with like, oh, what about this one? It wasn't covered by. What about this one? It wasn't covered by Ben. What about this one? You know what I mean? Like that was awesome. That was really awesome. That's why we love Nanya, because she fucking knows everything. That girl's a fucking YouTube encyclopedia. And she's only been here 9 months. She's been paying attention, that girl.
Death scene video was always under unlisted until the second time my channel came down. Someone suggested to me that over here, we live 100 miles from St. Louis. That was wrong. But I'm just saying, in those 3 cases, and then I just gave it up. That was my perception, and it didn't. You can go check out cases that I've talked about with white people. You might not agree with them, but at least people aren't. I mean, for some reason, it's because the race. I mean, I could be wrong in a lot of cases. I don't know. It's just confusing.
You guys remember those words? I don't know. It's just confusing. She blames it. So she's got definite, clear boundaries on what white cases she's talked about and what black cases she's talked about.
You're real, girl.
That's clearly. How about missing and not missing? How about missing male, missing female? I don't know. I don't know. I'm more looking for the point where Brianna, my heart broke for Brianna listening to her talk.
Thing to me, but I do see if that's how someone perceives it, and I apologize. I can't say I'm not going to be racist anymore because I don't know how. I don't.
That right there was where I decided that was completely where I left the stream, and I was done, because I can't say I'm not going to be racist anymore because I don't know how I'm going to feel about the situation.
Boom. Like, oh my God, that's the biggest boom. Like, how can somebody say that? I don't get it. I don't know. I didn't understand that part when she said that, because it's like, what is that supposed to mean? I don't even know. I don't even know what that means. Like, maybe you will be, maybe you won't be. Like, that was kind of crazy.
So, you are a racist. Your own words, you're a racist. You're a piece of shit. That's all I need to know. That's it. That's it. That's all. That was what I needed you to hear. She told you last night she was a racist. And I agree with that too, because she told you it's not going to be in order. So there you go. Yep. And she doesn't know how to identify it. That's generally a racist. Wrong is wrong. Right is right. Wrong is wrong. We always stand up for what's right and heals you wrong. I'm not a moral authority on this platform, but I know the difference between right and wrong. And right there was what all you needed to hear about this person. I'm not going to apologize. I don't know if I will be like that in the future. Ugh. And then you've got, that was supposed to be an accountability apology.
Yes, and I think that's where it all went wrong. It was supposed to be an accountability apology, and it just kind of turned into deflection and an I don't even want to say explanation, but an excuse of why she did what she did. It wasn't. It wasn't. It was no apology, no nothing. So let's keep going with this a little bit here. I'll just go for just a tiny bit, and it's all good, everything that she said. So please go back and watch the parts that we are going to go past a little bit here. So yes, defiance, yes, Patty, yes, very much so.
about Ben Crump and his different ways and that you may have not necessarily agreed with. My question is why were all of your articles on your blog about the deceased children or adults, some of them were adults, that are all African American? Why weren't your articles about Ben Crump then?
Hold on.
Wait. Like, no. I don't know. You can. God, she was so mean. Mean. She would snap at you. I mean, like, and I got a tone. Had to work on it. Hi, TT. Okay, here we go.
You voices, you're so kind. Oh my goodness, sorry about that. I'm sitting out. Some dumbass showing off. Okay, anyways. Okay, that guy just took all my thought there, just drove away with it. Drove away with it. Anyways, hang on here a second.
The police and all of that, but there was evidence, so they had a fake ME. Oh, good, we have two of them. Each and then okay. I probably shouldn't pin it if that happened so fast.
Yeah. Hey, Hills, I just have a quick question. I'll
Yeah,
be really quick.
what do you have for me?
So I have read your entire blog. I went and
The
read it for
entire
myself.
thing? Thank you.
The entire thing.
Oh.
Heels, that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. But she was.
Again, I just wanted to let you guys know that Nunya is telling the truth. She would have read that whole fucking thing. Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Suddenly honored that Nunya had gone and read her entire blog. Yep. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. It's not a good thing. It's gross. It's hate-filled. It's angry.
Okay. And here's I have a couple of questions. So I've listened to you today say that it was about Ben Crump and your feeling towards his movements, his activism, whatever the case may be. But I'm curious why the blog covered African American people who were murdered, taken, they're now deceased.
Wait, does somebody have their
Yeah, pause your YouTube in the background.
I don't know.
There we go with the deflection. Huh? Wait a minute. Somebody. I don't know. Okay. You watch. She doesn't answer the question, actually.
I should probably.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, my TV. That's totally me. I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
Marco. Come on, Marco.
So your posts on your blog, they are not about Ben Crump, right? Also, so my first question, instead of writing about these kids who lost their lives and their families who were grieving at the time.
That's an excellent question.
That's a good question.
Great question. Crickets.
I mean, you have to understand.
Wait, you gotta let
can she
yeah,
answer?
she can answer the question.
Well, I'm trying to make it easier for her to answer. Because you have to understand how we look at it. Is here on this platform, we see you as this victim's advocate, whereas on that site, it's a very different perspective. So that's all I'm saying.
Still crickets from Heels. Still.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if she's muted herself and she's talking or what. I don't know what's going on.
And there's another deflection on the same question. Oh my goodness. Right? YT Dougie? Marco's pulling those rookie moves.
Suddenly, a woman who's been on social media since the days of Zoom can't figure out how to work her StreamYard.
She's probably muted and doesn't realize it.
I didn't put myself in the stream. Everything shut down because I don't know what I did. I tried to remove your comment.
Of course.
Anyway, yeah, I didn't hear anything.
So the question was, I read through all of the articles and I've heard you say that really your blog was about Ben Crump and his different ways and that you may have not necessarily agreed with. My question is why were all of your articles on your blog about the deceased children or adults, some of them were adults, that are all African American? Why weren't your articles about Ben Crump then?
Hold on. Now, how do I? Somebody's asking me to pin. I'm sorry, I can't do it right now. Why were my articles about Ben Crump?
And that was another deflection, number 3. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. It's amazing how many times she tries to deflect. Oh gosh.
They were in essence about Ben Crump. And why did I write about those? Because those were his cases that were going on. high profile.
So
And
Renisha McBride was not something that Ben Crump covered.
Who?
Renisha McBride.
No, she wasn't, but that was during that time.
Okay. Sakina
Right.
Reed.
So I didn't.
Sakina Reed was not somebody that Ben Crump covered either.
Okay. No.
Okay.
I'm not sure what you're getting at.
What
but
I'm getting at is what
writing about
everybody
these-
sees heals, and that's what I'm trying to bring up. That's why I'm.
Okay, I'm not sure what you're getting at. Okay, she's getting at the question that she asked. Why has she covering these cases of people of color? Like, it's not that hard. She was actually asking a question. Oh my goodness. It's crazy when you pick it apart sometimes, you know, you're just like, wow. Oh my goodness.
You could see it that way. I can absolutely see it that way.
I mean, in essence,
But
one
what
could
is the
say Dolly's streams about Summer Wells are in essence about Summer Wells, but we know they're
Blair,
not.
I need to finish answering Nanya real quick. Like I'm trying to figure out what she's asking me.
She's asking, are you covering predominantly black cases because
On that
of racism?
blog, no, that's not.
And like basically, you're trying to like, are you trying to just like, do you have an agenda in covering these cases?
Did you catch that? On that blog, no. Anybody else go down the rabbit hole to see how many other gross blogs are out there by at blank blank heels in the air? That's what I need to check in. Yep, Kat, I don't believe that. Okay, so on that blog. Anybody else go down the rabbit hole to find out how many other blogs there are? Yeah. It's a whole rabbit hole of fucking disgustingness. Gross. I quit because I didn't want to be affiliated. I didn't want any more cookies attached with this fucking trash bag. Gross. Racist. Okay, I'm gonna let this play and I'm gonna go grab my phone and try to figure out this at blank blank heels thing, and then we will pull that up. But I want to get through this part with Nunez. There's one other pound. There's a couple out there. Tattoo Birdie. It's gross.
Cases.
Okay.
Like I think that's the situation that she's asking.
I've probably been doing, I don't say covering. I was writing about, talking about for at least 30 years. That was like 3 or 2.5 or whatever. It started with Ben Crump. And at the time, I think what was it, Renisha?
There's 30 years worth of her writing on the internet. 30 years of her racist manifesto on this fucking interwebs. Careful what you find. And I can't find any trace of her on Web Sleuths, and I'm a verified professional on Web Sleuths. Let's just back that up just real quick. You can look at it again. You can listen to it again, but I just played.
That case happened. There were
So your posts on your blog, they are not about Ben Crump, right? Also, so my first question is why not write about Ben Crump instead of writing about these kids who lost their lives and their families who were grieving at the time?
That's an excellent question.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I mean, you have to understand.
Can she answer?
She can answer the question.
Well, I'm trying to make it easier for her to answer, because you have to understand how we look at it. Is here on this platform, we see you as this victim's advocate, whereas on that site, it's a very different.
Okay, so I might give this to her, because right now you finally see B Tim over here on the side of the screen, and you before saw heels. So I might give to her that she clicked out of the stream. Now, upon further review of this. I don't know, and I'm not finding anything.
That's all I'm saying.
We can't hear you.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if she's muted herself and she's talking or what.
Awesome, Tally. I'll have a look. Thank you.
So maybe she did yeet herself from the platform.
She's probably muted and doesn't realize it.
There, she's back.
Everything shut down because I don't know what I did. I tried to remove your comment.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Everything shut down. I don't know. Come on, girl. She knows how this works.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything.
So the question was, I read through all of the articles and I've heard you say that really your blog was about Ben Crump and his different ways and that you may have not necessarily agreed with. My question is why were all of your articles on your blog about the deceased children or adults, some of them were adults, that are all African American? Why weren't your articles about Ben Crump then?
Hold on. Now, how do somebody's asking me to pin. I'm sorry, I can't do it right now. Why were my articles about Ben Crump? They were in essence about Ben Crump. And why did I write about those? Because those were his cases that were going on, high profile.
So Renisha McBride was not something that Ben Crump covered.
Who?
Renisha McBride.
No, she wasn't, but that was during that time.
Okay. Sakina Reed.
So I didn't.
Sakina Reed was not somebody that Ben Crump covered either.
Okay. No.
Okay.
I'm not sure what you're getting at.
What I'm getting at is what everybody sees heels.
I think she did. I think I heard something. I think she like, or something like it was kind of a, I heard that too. I did. I heard that too. Crazy.
And that's what I'm trying to bring up. That's why I'm here.
You could see it that way. I can absolutely see it that way.
In essence, one could say Dolly's streams about Summer Wells are in essence about Summer Wells, but we know
Blair,
they're not.
I need to finish answering Nanya real quick. Like I'm trying to figure out what
he was trying to give her a
lifeline. She's asking, are you covering predominantly Black cases because
on that
of racism?
blog? No, that's not.
And like basically, you're trying to like, are you trying to just like, do you have an agenda in covering these cases?
Okay.
Like that's I think that's the situation that she's asking.
I've probably been doing. I don't say covering. I was writing about, talking about for at least 30 years. That was like 3 or 2.5 or whatever. It started with Ben Crump.
I have been writing about this for 30 years. That was like 2 or 3 years that started with Ben Crump. So what do you want to bet? At some point, Heels and JLR were friends, but it went, I bet somebody's going to be able to find a connection. And TT, you're exactly right. You're exactly right. Sorry, I got to rinse this skillet out real quick. I had a hamburger on the road today, and I want to make sure that I have something good for.
No witch hunt here, Mona Lisa. If you go back, you'll see we've been having a pretty decent talk about it. So it's not about a witch hunt. It's just about trying to understand. And yeah, you were trying to cook. Yeah, I know. So I'm just going to go forward just a little bit here so we can try to get to a little bit at least. It's getting almost kind of late. It's we've been here 2 hours almost already. So there's just so much to go over. It's crazy, you know. Yes, she wrote Kendrick Johnson and Trayvon's mom. Yes, she did. Yes. She did. She did. Okay, let's keep going, guys.
A lot of doing to make it right. But you know what? You can't, like, it's not up to you to determine what is harassment and what isn't harassment. A victim of a horrific crime has a set of rights that's more than your daily rights because they were the victim of horrific fucking crime. And just because you do or don't believe it does not make it your right to harass them.
Say
Ben Crump and one case. There were other cases that came in.
Let me finish the question, please.
Absolutely.
Okay, so that is your site, and it's fair to say, yes or no, that you exclusively focus on questioning the credibility of Black victims, yes or no?
Not as victims.
No? Okay, but you don't consider, is that because you don't consider them to be?
Mona Lisa, we're replaying this because it is a video by Voices. We have played one tonight by The Glarer. We also, God, who else did we do, you guys? We have done a couple of other creators tonight just to show people's opinions about it, what they have gone through, how they feel. So yeah, it's more about that than it is about hunting anybody. If you go back at the beginning of my live, I also said that this is not about bashing on Heels. This is not about, crapping on her, shitting on her, or anything like that. It's just about trying to understand what we've gone through the last week or so, and just having a safe place for people to talk about it. So you're welcome to come in as well as you are now, and have your opinions, and they're all welcome. And nobody here has been rude to anybody else. So yeah, we're just trying to understand it all and go through it. So
Victims, or
I don't know what you're saying. How did I question the credibility of Trayvon Martin?
Yeah,
how did I question your credibility?
You're just dodging this question like you dodged
I'm
the other.
asking you.
I just asked you plain and clear.
Okay, no, I didn't question the credibility.
Like Good Nunya said,
okay,
it's probably best that you go back and watch and look at your own blog and read it carefully, and then come back and do another live.
I'm answering your question.
Accountability.
You're just wanting to be, I guess, right, because you did how many streams?
Well, it's a simple yes or no question.
I said no, I didn't.
Okay, that's all I needed.
Credibility of the victims.
That's all I needed.
The victims had nothing to. What do you? Okay, bye.
2 things. Good Egg is in the back chat. She wants to jump up.
Okay.
Good Egg.
Here we go. Yeah. Wow. I thought Chap Ass was already up here. Okay, go ahead. B-Cham, go ahead. How did I?
Okay, so
Jackie Johnson.
Listen, the photographs. Were you the first one to release them? Because they said anonymous,
No.
and I saw 2 articles which states
Right.
one is a blog.
Hey, Jeannie. Burnt Toast determined that that was a lie. You actually admitted to her and then sent her the autopsy photos that you released. So you were in the same category as Laura and Zaz Girl when it comes, and Natasha Cooper when it comes to trash bag humans, because you like to release photos of the dead. It's not your fucking place.
That they were shown in the jerks, written by Xena. Now, who's Xena? Who's Xena?
Who is Xena?
Yeah.
She was a woman that had, what was the name of it? Black Magic. I don't know if that was a different. What did it say the name of it was? I think it was on there. I know Xena. Xena passed away like a year ago, but I know her, and what's up there with the WCTV, I thought she had deleted that. I don't know if that's from the Wayback Machine, but that article was taken down. I was not the first.
Boy, howdy, she sure has a whole bunch of information about what that is. Oh, I don't know if it was taken from the Wayback Machine. Boy, doesn't suddenly want to play dumb there, does she? And this is why I find it so hard when she does play dumb, because you just heard her rattle off like she knew everything about the fucking internet and it would be next to a fucking IT expert. Yes, that's exactly the connection I found, Chaos.
First one. In fact, if I can share, let me see which one is that, and I'll share it.
Oh, Valoma's in the back chat as well.
Who?
Valoma.
I don't see Valoma. Oh, I've got to scroll down. Okay, y'all are going to overwhelm me.
I'm
not gonna overwhelm you.
No, I'm going to answer you. I'm going to answer you.
Her thumbnail, I saw that.
Heels, they should be always overwhelming you.
Well, Mona Lisa, I'm sorry you feel that way. Like, we've been talking about this the last few nights, and except for last night, I didn't come on and talk about anything. And you know, that's just what I'm trying to do. Just give a safe place for people to talk about it. Have their feelings out there. I don't think anybody has been bashing anybody or bashing heels. Not at all. I mean, people have been having their opinions and their feelings put out there about it. Absolutely. But it's not about bashing. It really isn't. Nobody's calling her a fucking bitch, this fucking cunt, this fucking, oh yeah, who her. No, that hasn't happened in my chat or on my channel. So that's just not it's not the way that I try to She did do an entire live, yeah, and we're going to get to that. I am playing some stuff that has like other people's feelings that are included in it, because I think it's important for people to understand everyone's feelings about this, not just mine or one person's, or, you know, we're a community, and no, I appreciate it, Mona. Absolutely. Melissa, I appreciate that. I appreciate you coming in here and giving your feelings about it. And that's what it's about, right? Like, we're not always going to agree with the way anybody handles something or anybody does anything. You know, that's not the way I want to, you know, do anything. So, yeah, Zena, I don't think she's trying to tell me to run my channel. She's just, you know, putting up her feelings and her thoughts about it too, which is fine. Yeah, we are definitely going to go. I mean, we can go there right now. Absolutely. I mean, I have it pulled up. We can definitely do that. It's like 4 hours long, I think, something like that. 3 hours long, just over 3 hours. And like the first few minutes or so, just trying to
We'll pull it up. I don't mind. We can go over that too. And see, there you go. Voices, I can see where I can make some changes. Absolutely. But also, voices, I want you to understand that, like, your feelings were raw. Your feelings were raw, and they were true, and they were real. So, and like that, and that's absolutely okay, of course, right? That's absolutely okay. Okay, so let's bring this up then. We can do that now, and we can go over it. Absolutely. Like I said, it's getting a little bit late. Anyways, we've been here just over 2 hours. So we can definitely well, Mona Lisa, there's also the story of you know, Voices had lost a sister, and I think it's just really raw for her. So and that's okay. That's okay. And if you know Voices, then you know that she really does come from a beautiful place. She really does. She's a good person, so. And I think you're a good person too, Mona Lisa. I think you're a good person too. Absolutely. You have been a sub of mine for a while, so so yeah. Why does this keep going big on me? Hang on a second here, guys. Okay. Well, I think it has to do with the situation because when you have gone through something like that, your views can be quite strong, right? Your views and your opinions obviously can be quite strong when it comes to things like this. So, so yeah, it's, you know, let's do this. Okay, I don't know why it's doing that. It's not letting me go. Hang on a second here, guys. I have it brought up. It's just not letting me do like full screen. It's kind of pissing me off. Sorry. Okay, I can't remove myself. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, I don't know why it won't let me go full screen, but oh, that's why. Hang on a second here, you guys. Sorry about that. I had the wrong one up. I didn't even take that one other one down. Sorry. Okay, share screen. Here we go. Okay, now it should go big screen for you guys. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is Heels live from today, and it is called Retrospect. This is her second live that she's done on this topic, and we will have a listen.
Like those Q, and I almost thought they made it up. I thought people like that can't really exist. People that believe in white power.
Let me bring it back up just a little bit.
Okay.
She's like kind of messing with the sound there for the first little while. I have a new this thing. I'll go like this.
Oh, hold potentially. Huh.
not trying to go past anything that she's actually like talking about this subject and
I
stuff.
don't know if it's even important. I mean,
At the beginning,
okay,
she
I don't have
is
time
trying
to
to
read
get the
that.
chat going, and it doesn't work for her. So
Anyway, I've already said this. It seems like I did, but I didn't watch a single video from the people that I really cared about. I've since found out that's silly to care about people.
I mean,
on this platform,
like,
I'm done crying. I was never inconsolable crying. So I didn't watch it. I was watching like the Jerks video. I saw that the first night. I watched their second one, and then I think I watched. I didn't watch Burnt Toast. I didn't watch Nonsense. There were a few that I didn't because I just couldn't. Then today I watched Six Up, and she was reviewing Burnt Toast. So there it is. I started watching it. I think it was today. Maybe it was yesterday. It was late. So I started watching it and listening to Six Up's comments. And everybody again keeps telling me just ignore it. It'll go away. That's not me. I cannot ignore things. And I know that if someone I liked, if a creator I liked just ignored me, it wouldn't be good. I wouldn't like that. So when I started watching what other things Burnt Toast was saying, I already knew that she had said she didn't tell me not to, and she can't tell me what to do. And she said that the night that we talked in StreamYard, she and Queen and I, and she said, of course, I can't tell you what to do, which is true, but her advice, and I respected her advice. My instinct after the first Jerk show was to come on. Then someone else talked me out of that. And then after Burnt Toast emphatically told me that her advice would be do not go live, do not go on a panel, because if Betty hears your voice, then she could say, that's you, and she can, serve me or whatever. Or maybe she'll want to sue me down the line. That I wouldn't care. I cared about it affecting Queen, because Queen is the one having to pay all this on the lawsuit. I'm not collecting money and I'm not paying money. So she dropped me. So I didn't go on panels. I wanted to. I think I made maybe 5 comments in different lives, but I didn't. And then when I saw Burnt Toast make the comment that I took no accountability, I was blown away. Still, I just mentioned it in my last live. I don't know that I went on about it. I can barely remember that last live. But I don't know if you know what it's like just to have this much coming at you at one time. People are saying, oh, you're going to play the victim. Yeah, I am, because you doxed me. All the jerks, you doxed me. I saw my name sitting there. I don't care what you say.
okay, I just want to say that like this is like right here, what she's saying here, it's just kind of giving me like uni vibes. Like if she wants to talk about doxing, I mean JLR obviously definitely is the one that is doxed her quite some time ago. So, and again, like anybody doxing anybody, like I'm not gonna say her name on my channel. She is heels in the air. That's who I'm gonna call. That's what I'm gonna call her. But it just kind of gives me like uni vibes, just all going right into the like, oh, you doxed me, you doxed me. Well, that's not what it's about, right? It's about like you can argue that after,
During your live, you doxed me. JLR has been doxing me for a year. So I know he had, you didn't discover all that yourself. You don't know what I've gotten behind the scenes. He may have given it to that Penny person, but it was more like, why would you do this? And I know Burnt Toast picked out some really good blog posts to get me with. And I think some other people, that's all I watched. I watched Burnt Toast. I watched 5 minutes of Nonsense. I watched none of Down the Rabbit Hole. So I don't know what she said, but I'm going to do this. And then I am done. People will keep bringing stuff up. I'm getting messages. I'm sure their JLR was threatening me. And
okay, now she just said that she watched Burnt Toast, but at the beginning she said she didn't watch Burnt Toast. Did you guys catch that? I thought that that's what was one thing that I caught. So just pointing it out, pointing it out.
and telling me, you've got you're a coward. You have your live chat cut off. I don't even know how to. I saw it. I would be lying to say I can't find it now, but I can't. And that's the other thing. All these lies I've told, I don't owe anybody anything. If you went back and JLR has been. The funny thing is, I've gotten 14 emails from him in different names, but I know it's him because there's something he doesn't know he believes. And not one of them called me a racist. Not one of them. I knew he had the blog. I knew he could see into it. I think that's when I actually put it on private, was when he started his crap and he was sending it to people. And like I knew what happened in the last 3 days, and I can show you to prove it to you that the blogs are being taken down. I worked on this thing for like 3 years, and like blood, sweat, and tears. And there's way more
yeah,
on that blog. There's the Benita papers, which was a big undertaking. I don't know what else. There's just a lot. So I renew it and I just did it not long.
She also said she didn't watch nonsense, but then says that she watched nonsense 10 or 15 minutes. Maybe she meant she didn't watch all of it. Maybe, yeah. Maybe. Your reaction to which comment, Mona Lisa? Oh, Mona Lisa, you're always welcome here. Everybody's usually always welcome here. I have been on here almost 2 years, and I have blocked one person ever. So, and that's because they were just being rude to my subs. That's all. So, you're always welcome here. I appreciate you coming in and giving your opinions and then our feelings. Absolutely. This is a little confusing. It is, definitely. It's very confusing.
Not long ago. I think it comes up in June. Yeah,
you were trying to let voices know you understood where she's coming over. Oh, maybe she didn't see your comment. Maybe she didn't see your comment, honey. Yes. Okay, let's keep going here.
I pay to renew it every year. That people find it racist as a whole, and that's what everybody I kept asking the other night, what is it that you find racist? Well, you went after kids. Okay, I don't find it racist that I did those cases, and I stand by what I said about those cases, because most of it was an opinion. Now, I did find there was one, I think, burnt toast. We're going to go over it. There was one she found, and she was reading out as if it were my words. And then a little portion she said, oh, she's quoting something. No, that whole first part of it was a quote. And then what I said. I do 100% see how that would look racist, because it would look racist to me. Standing here today, looking at that, it would look racist to me. Period. So, I don't know if I just talked about it. So my friendship with Black Butterfly Zena started in about 2015, I think. And we had been going back and forth and warring, because she thought Trayvon Martin was murdered and I didn't. And then it went on to I don't know that we talked that much about Michael Brown. Then it started back up again with Kendrick Johnson. And she likes Trump. Well, at some point, we had a mutual enemy, and we have mutual friends, but this mutual enemy that we started talking. And then we became friends, like friends that you have here, but better than the ones you have or make here, I've come to find out. So we had probably a year going back and forth, and she was, telling me this is why this is perceived this way. I would tell her why I perceive things a certain way. Anyway, it was like I did learn a lot then, and I've learned a lot since then. And I'll tell you when. Well, I was horrified by the one website that was on my blog, and I hadn't been there for a while. I was horrified by that, and you can see it in my tabs if you saw my tabs. But when I saw Betty and Jonathan, because I would watch all the Trump coverage and think, like those Q, and I almost thought they made it up. I thought people like that can't really exist. People that believe in white power, and you see racist people. I see racist people on Twitter. I see racist people. They're not real blatant, but to be that, I have a video of Jonathan going down on a Coke bottle with a swastika around his neck and calling it like the main guy over there at the time. And he's going to call me a racist. Well, both things can be true at the same time. I give that to you, but that's a little over the top. Even if that was a troll, I'll never unsee that image. Dolly jumping up here, trying to scream at me. I don't know what he said. I didn't even think that much of that swastika at the time on that guy's, because not like the hypocrisy of me seeing it now. I just thought, yeah.
Okay, I think that's a little bit of deflection there. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm not sure how much I can take. Let's go forward a little bit because there's a lot of it. So the whole thing pretty much is her going over Burnt Toast's live last night. So let's go about here.
I'm this horrible racist, then I understand. I think some people are too. Do I think they could change? One of them, maybe. The other one, no.
It sounds very familiar.
So it's like people demanding things of me that I can't demand. No, I don't want to say that, demand back, but I don't know. I'm not going to grovel. I'm not going to genuflect. I'm going to, actually, I'm going to start, because looking back on all that, I have more time now than I did then to do true crime. So that's what I'm going to do. So I think I stopped with Deep telling me not to get in touch. See that, like that, girl, you don't tell me what to do. No one's going to tell me what to do after this live. Just, I don't know what to tell you. If you don't support me, don't support me. I dropped my memberships to several people that I will never look back on, ever. I don't care what you think at this point, after tonight, because I'm going to show you something here.
Know nothing about, not concerned with anyone's mental health. Okay. That said, I was Ziggy's going to mention mental health tonight.
Do you really, I mean, maybe I'm a hard person. I understand for some people, if they've read something shocking to their system, or is it shocking because of me? But to every live I go in, it's protect your mental health, and we need to protect our mental health. Maybe, I don't know. I've seen things, I've been triggered several times on this platform, but I don't think you should be watching true crime, period, if your mental health is that fragile. And that might sound like a bitch of me, but that's what I think, okay? And I will always tell you what I think. I think that said more to stab me than it is a statement that you really are concerned about your subs. That's just me.
You see. Hey, little dove. And there may be some people that had riches that don't right now. I would say just email me. I deleted a bunch, and it is what it is. I didn't add them back because I'd like to have the person get whoever it is. Just
shit. Now what did I do? Okay. Is this Purple Phoenix?
Hey, Mitten Mama. Commander, yeah, she's like, it's crazy how much it's sounding similar. Lauren and Elizabeth, I'm mostly a lurker in the background, but I wanted to say thank you, Mistress, for all you do. You're amazing in my eyes. And I appreciate your kind soul. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. In the bushes is all right. We are called the backwoods, so we like the bushes. We like the bushes. You're way behind, but you wanted to get in there before chat ends. Oh, thank you, Lauren. I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate that. Okay, let's keep going here, guys.
I'm so sorry.
I will fast forward randomly because
hey, little dove. And there may be some people that had riches that don't right now. I would say just email me. The
guy in the motorcycle's leaving. Can you tell?
Deleted a bunch, and
what a nightmare.
It is what it is. I didn't add them back because I'd like to have the person. And there you go. I mean, sorry guys. It has been a long week. Has it not?
Has it really? Okay.
Damn.
Oh my God.
But you know what? It was amazing. Again, after all.
I know you like me 6 up. We like each other. But if you're that unbelieving that somebody didn't answer your email before the Jerks broadcast started, that your world fell apart.
All this.
I don't know what to tell you. Okay. My world fell apart. Not didn't fall apart, but I was very upset by some people didn't even contact me, but I'm not going to dwell on it. But I'm just saying, it seems like this has been about you a lot.
Just think about where
that's really sweet.
We were, we've all been. I'm saying in between like me and the Jerks in our communities, and then where we are now. Yeah, and Burnt Toast is from Heels is a lie.
Okay. Wait. That's what I want to get.
Of course she did. It seems like an ongoing.
Okay, and let me correct myself. This is Heels in the Air reviewing our girl 6 Up Media, who was reviewing Burnt Toast.
Yeah, did you guys see Jonah's video? God, it was so funny. Oh my God. Maybe we'll finish with that because, oh my God, it was hilarious. Hilarious. Yeah. Okay, and let's move up a little bit more. This is gonna take a long time, guys.
They're idiots. They're not evil. They're just one to get subs, one to get views. This has taught me such a great lesson in who to support. I was supporting everybody. Had everybody in my description. Had all you bitches in there. Supported you, bought your memberships, showed up in your boring fucking chats just to support you. Okay? So
What the fuck was that? That was kind of rude. Hang on here. What am I doing? Oh, son of a bitch.
they're just one to get subs, one to get views. This has taught me such a great lesson in who to support. I was supporting everybody. Had everybody in my description. Had all you bitches in there. Supported you, bought your memberships, showed up in your boring fucking chats just to support you.
Okay, that was rude. Did you hear that? Why would she say that? Showed up in your boring fucking chats, just like, seriously? What the hell? That was just so rude. Oh my God, that was rude. Like no matter who is saying it, who are you telling? That was just rude.
Okay, so
of course, and you just can't believe them.
I don't know what you're even saying.
I mean, who the fuck are they? I mean, that's the first thing that's what she replied to me. And my email to her was personal from me to her. And it was before the jerks emailed her. So explain that.
Explain what? Yeah, it was before the jerks emailed me. Again, you don't know me like that. You don't know what I was thinking. Whatever. Yeah, it was before. You're telling the truth.
Had nothing to do with the jerks. She didn't reply to me.
And you sent me a text from Jonathan Lee Riches asking me to explain it. You don't think that's weird? You don't think I was going to wonder what the hell you were up to?
Until the jerks emailed her.
I don't know. Yeah, make something out of that. Okay. I don't even know what that means.
That she led me to believe by lying by omission, which in my book is lying, by the way.
What did I lie about omission?
I was led to believe that it was some random people who had made this video and it came out of nowhere and that she was being doxxed and that she was afraid that all these people were going to harass her family, blah, 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 blah. And then.
Oh, blah, 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 blah. That's blah, 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 blah. Is it, Toast? When they were, you say it wasn't your family. I'm going to have to believe you on that. But when they were going after Monty's family.
Good morning.
Was it blah, 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 blah? What I said, I didn't say it was, well, they are random people. I don't know if you know who the circle jerks were or the jerks. It didn't matter. It didn't matter who it was. I was telling you that they were doxing me. They were putting my real name out there. The whole thing with the website, I don't even know that was a big part of their big reveal. It could have been. Oh, yeah, it was because they had Zena's post up there. But I honestly thought, well, they can just go read the blog. And if you're not a toast, then, you know, it's not going to give you, you're not going to have that much of a reaction to it. It was more, they're putting my name out there. You're telling them that here, Jonathan, you know, there you are. I'm not going to say it was right or wrong, but on some things, but you don't think that bothered me? I mean, what difference does it make if it's some random, whether you knew who it was or not? I guess if you know, it would make a difference. But yeah, now you're acting like, oh, it's blah, blah, blah. Somebody's trying to dox me, blah, blah, blah. Oh, come on.
I started asking her questions. The narrative. What? You know what I mean? There's the narrative right away. She's the victim.
Because I was the victim. 6 up. I'm sure you haven't aired everything about your family, everything about your past, everything about everything. I'm sure there's something somewhere. Oh, let's say, I'm kind of saying it wrong. If someone started coming after you, and I don't know if they have or not when you're anonymous, and they're Jonathan Lee Riches, I don't know if you can relate that I'm a victim and I'm just blah, blah, blah. Whatever, girl.
I got it, Heels. You are the victim completely. Right, nobody else can be a victim of what you've done now.
You're not a victim of what I've done, okay? You're not a victim.
Right?
Jesus Christ.
Not at all.
Okay, I'm not going to keep going with 6
And from now on, when the people that are going to stay in association with her.
Oh, here she's going to, here's the threat. Now, behind the scenes, all these 3 days or 2 days or whatever it's been, I have had a lot of support. I think I've dropped like 1,000 subs, and that's heartbreaking, but it's not the end of the world for me. But I do have support. So what you're doing is what y'all have been doing for 3 days, pressuring creators. If you don't go out there and say something, then you're a racist. That is so stupid, because what you're doing is people that even wanted to look. My blog is 600 pages or 400. I don't remember. So you want them to just believe that, and most people have. I don't know how many people have only looked at the jerks. That's it. Or burnt toast. They've seen what this little section she's done and made up their mind. But you're going to now tell your subs, the people in your chat, that if they support me.
Yes, Kelly, I heard her say that. I'm pretty sure that I heard her say that she still stands by that blog. Crazy.
Something's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen, but something's going to happen. Well, the ones that follow that are cowards. And I probably don't want them anyway. I understand some people. I really don't. I mean, I don't. You know, I don't, because I would come out for, I still support people don't like. I've been over to House of William. I've given her super chat. I don't give a shit if y'all don't like her, or you do like her, or it doesn't matter to me. Okay, so people that will dispose of people just because of your opinion, if it's their opinion, it's okay. But this whole pressure campaign is bullshit.
Come into my comment section. I will be leaving those comments up for everybody to see, and I will pin them. I know you don't care, but that's how it's going to go from now on.
Oh,
I can't even believe the people that do. After Burnt Toast did this stream, there is nothing that you can say to me.
Nothing.
I am so sick to death with hearing this shit about 10 fucking years ago. I swear to God.
Really? Again, do we need to open up your past? Because I don't think it was 10 years ago, right? Oh, it was. I'm so sick and tired of hearing 10 years ago. Unless it's you. Right? I'll do a couple of videos if you want, and I'll just make you look like shit. But it won't hurt me.
It is not 10 years ago.
Yes, it was 10 years ago.
Okay, I went back because, like, what was that? Did she say that she was going to make a couple of videos about her making her look like shit? Is that what she said? Let's listen to that again.
This shit about 10 fucking years ago. I swear to God.
Really? Again, do we need to open up your past? Because I don't think it was 10 years ago, right? Oh, it was. I'm so sick and tired of hearing 10 years ago. Unless it's you. Right? I'll do a couple of videos if you want, and I'll just make you look like shit. But it won't hurt me.
It is not 10 years ago.
Yes, it was 10 years ago. It was at least not.
Okay, that's bullshit if you ask me. That's not right. That's not right. That's just attacking, right? Attacking and deflecting, definitely. Like, that just, oh my, that's not right at all. I don't know why I went small screen. I probably hit the buttons. Anyways, yeah, that was just rude. Again, rude.
Since I've done much at all on that blog. A lot happened in those years that I did the blog. Okay. Me explaining it is not making excuses for everybody that's listening and watching right now. You can run out there and say, oh my God, she just made excuses. She's just said but. No, there were no buts a while ago when I apologized. Okay. And when I said through just life experience and, you know, talking to my friend and blah, 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 that is blah, blah, blah. It's not blah, 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 whatever. I have learned a lot.
Oh, weird.
Seeing to actual horrible racist, I learned even more how horrible, even the slightest things you say can look racist. So y'all can take that.
Yeah,
because the rest of this is not going to be me
it was just
saying I'm not or I am. It's going to just address something. So I still stick with, if you think that, you are entitled to think that.
So now it's time to start interjecting anything that makes her look even worse, like a possible history between her and JLR. Well, if people want to do that, I guess then they will. I am not a history looker-upper kind of, you know, really kind of person. I will definitely pay attention to things, but I'm not going to, like, purposely go out and search up somebody's history to grab some crap on them or whatever. So, yeah, that's, you know. Okay, I'll have a look.
You're entitled, and I'm not going to tell you you're wrong because you can't tell me how to think. Okay, so I wouldn't begin to tell you how to think.
It is right now, folks. It is so right now, and so in your.
And we're only going to do just like we're not going through this whole video.
Face. Yeah, she is boomer baby. She's acting like she is.
My God.
You know, it's a witch hunt. We hear it's a witch.
It was a witch hunt. When I have people telling me not, your friend is alive, but I'd advise you not to contact her. Oh, yeah.
Witch hunt.
It does kind of feel like a witch hunt.
Everybody's attacking me. Oh my God.
Oh my God. I'm so wrong.
It's just.
Okay, can we get to the burnt toast? I should have just gone to her.
Why is it because she was like, oh, these people are, you know, they're going to call me a racist. And I was like, well, I don't understand.
I didn't say they were going to call me a racist. That did not come out of my mouth, burnt toast. Oh my God, they're going to call me a racist. You're making it sound like, oh my God, if they see it, they're going to call me a racist. No, no, not at all. I never said, oh my God, they're going to call me a racist. Just like everything else you did in this, you twisted it because you have a little narrative that you're trying to go with here after stabbing me in the goddamn back. So no, I didn't say.
Okay, she says that she stabbed her in the back, but like, what about like when Heels first came on to talk about it, and the first thing she said was, Toast told me not to talk about this. Like, that isn't even something that she shouldn't even have had to have said, you know, like, but she chose to say it. Like, that really didn't have anything to do with it. Like, she was on there to talk. So yeah, I don't know. Just saying things like that is just kind of, it's just not, it's not necessary. So yeah.
Say that. I said they are calling me racist. By the time we got to that Streamlabs, I was fit to be tied to want to go out and do something. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry about it. They're out there calling me a racist. They're saying my blog was racist. And these three, I wasn't talking like that, but these three cases I was doing, I'm racist. Yeah, I'm sure I sounded whiny, but I also was very serious in wanting advice. And Burnt Toast was one that I really, you know, admired back then.
Understand, like, why would people call you that? Oh, because I criticized.
She didn't say, well, why?
She does seem to be blaming.
Why would you know they called me that before? They called everybody that in 215, 214, 212, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. Everybody was a racist. If you didn't agree, everybody was a racist. Then it turned into, well, that's not good enough. Everybody's a racist. Why don't we say white supremacist? That's a little, you know, that's a little harsher. So yeah. You knew what was going on. You knew because we had talked a year before. And you said in either email or here that I told you it was just a group of people or something that were going to call me a racist. I don't know.
Criticize this lawyer guy or whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, hey, that doesn't really make sense.
Besides the lawyer guy. The lawyer guy. I don't know what that means.
And so I started pushing back and asking her for specifics.
Yes,
Give me
people
specifics.
are.
You were pushing back? No, bitch. You were assuring me Queen was there every step of the way. No. And you're saying that these people that are saying this, they're just whatever. They're insensitive all the time anyway.
Mona Lisa, I have heard other people put that thought out there that she maybe had a little bit more of a connection to JLR than what we thought. So I don't think it's a rumor. I just think that it's just a thought that people have, right? Of course. So I have heard other people say that, though, for sure.
And blah, blah, blah. And we talked about the case. We talked about Ben Trump. I couldn't quote you from the blog post or, you know, the stuff you went and you found like 3 things out of all those pages because you said you read all of it. Now you may come out with more, you know, you may be piecemealing it. But this is all I'm going to explain. And if people still, I mean, whatever, I don't think it's racist. There's one part of it that 100% absolutely had nothing to do with it, which was the worst part. So anyway, she just, I don't know what she's doing here, why she's acting like, I just didn't know. I was pushing back and pushing me into the corner and saying, wait, what are you talking about?
Stamping her behavior. They are. I'm sorry if you're even still a sub to me. Like,
I used to like your voice. Now it's just great.
Don't. There's no reason for you to come over here.
Okay.
Really, you're not welcome.
6 up.
Hey, Love Shack Sarah. Thanks for popping in. I hope you're not working too hard, honey. I hope you're not working too hard. Okay, let's bump forward just a little bit because I want to cover, you know, I mean, it's just a lot of, she's just kind of going over Toast's, or 6 Up's review of Toast's review of Heels.
It'll spin here. And then did you hear what she said? Look, I'll show you. She said this, whatever she just said, which is the truth. But it spin. I know what I said.
Man, Mama, that would have been much easier.
Yeah. But the white people that already wrote me a week ago said the same thing. Oh, what is it with you? I mean, what is really going on?
I
think that Toast was right by the end of this.
Really?
Toast said straight out that she thinks that she was a token.
I know. I heard that. She was a
excuse me, my goodness. I'm wanting to inject around and shit. Well, Mona, I think it's just all part of the process of trying to figure things out, you know? And like people ask questions. I mean, it's just like any, I know this is not Well, what she was talking about was true crime and stuff like that. But just like any, you have to ask the questions to kind of try to figure it out, right? And, sometimes questions can be, or feelings or opinions can be thought of as rumors. Absolutely. Just depends on how you see it, right? So, but I think it just kind of all comes, it just all comes with it, with the territory of like trying to figure it out. Ask your questions. I mean, I'd rather somebody ask a question than just have that thought without knowing or without at least trying to figure it out, so yeah. Why do we have now we have whispers going over heels, going over 6 Up Media review meat dipper toast. Yes, we do. So, I gotta say a bit more, you guys.
A token. I tried figuring that out, but I didn't have enough time or one. So, but so at the end, she was the victim. Perfect. Okay. All right.
And
have nothing for that.
see, Heels didn't want to lose that token.
What the fuck was she a token for? For the last 2 years, I've been using this piece of burnt toast as a token for Indigenous people. I'm seriously looking around the room, rolling my eyes like Betty. Okay.
She was fired.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. So
I can't just be like, oh, and I was like, well, based on what I've seen on your Heels channel, I haven't seen anything.
No. You knew. Do you think I was going, well, have you seen anything based on my Heels channel? Which we all know there's been nothing controversial, unless you're Betty or Dolly or JLR. There's nothing controversial. Why would I say that? You got to make the shit make sense.
Racist. So again, why are people saying this?
Why?
What's going on here? And it was
So
just
what?
like what you heard on the stream. That's probably still going on now. It was deflection and squirrel over here and over there. Like it was just details about this and that had nothing to do with the topic. And I was
it had everything to do with the topic. Even
Kelly, I agree. She did have the option to take it down for sure. And I don't know if like she was making money off of it or not. That part I'm not quite sure. I know on her YouTube channel that she is not monetized. So, but on her blogs, and I don't know if they get paid for it for views or I'm not sure. I have no idea. Which is not a rumor, it's just a thought. I don't know. I'm just being funny. But yeah, I don't know if she actually gets paid for her blogs or not. I'm not quite sure. So I think she did mention it, but I'm not I don't want to say that I know if she does or not. So
for the people that watch my stream, you're saying all I did was deflect and go here, go there, squirrel this, squirrel that. But, no, I was talking about it. I didn't say what people wanted. Some people wanted me to say. And if they had questions, I kept it open and kept it open. People could come up. They didn't. I was asked about mostly the cases. I'm not even going to squirrel this bitch.
Like I was so lost. And that was in
between. Oh, you were so lost. You were so lost. Because that's like you. That sounds like you were lost. Somebody that would be lost.
Crying and all this. And I kind of felt like that she was trying to manipulate me, but I didn't say anything. And I'm still like, I don't know what's going on.
Little burnt toast was sitting there in that string yard.
Seeing like the way that she's like talking about this video and the way that she's reviewing it, it's like she is like, it's like it has nothing to do with her, like you would think that she would be reviewing this to debunk what she's saying or just saying, okay, when Burnt Toast said this, this is blah, 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 blah. But she's just not. She's kind of just being condescending, which is not good. Heels, like what? Like why are you acting like that? That's not good, in my opinion.
Holding her little hands and her little pearls, and big, mean, racist. Heels in the air was like over her, and she was like, no. Bitch.
So Wednesday I sat down. I was like, okay, I got some time today.
I'm glad you're here.
And I watched.
Did you hear that? She just called her a bitch. That's crazy. See, Mona Lisa. I mean, come on. Heels isn't really acting very, I don't even know what to say, how to say it, like very she's acting more defensive than anything, right? So, good night, KB. I'm gonna get off here pretty soon because it's midnight where I am, and I've been extra tired over the last few days. So let's I mean, a lot of it is kind of the same. Her just kind of talking about burnt toast. So let's go ahead a little bit here.
But now she's trying to lie.
But nevertheless, you gave the advice. You said, I said I wanted to go live. Everybody got that. I wanted to go live. Her advice, not that I had to do everything she said, but it made sense. Don't go live. Don't go on a panel. Don't go live. Just don't do anything. Don't. Because of lawsuit and Betty and, you know, all the things. Okay.
And twist that and be like, oh yeah, it's toast is the reason why I didn't go live, guys.
Yeah, Dizzy.
Yeah, guys.
You know.
Toast is the reason I didn't go live. What is your point now?
I mean, we all kind of act like that every once in a while when we're like talking about somebody. Like we can all be like that, right? Obviously. I mean, we all have this, you know, a little bit of an attitude in our voice sometimes when we talk about people. But I think in this situation, like, she's trying to defend herself, basically. I could use the word defend, but you know what I mean by that, right? Like, she's trying to defend herself, and she's trying to stand up for herself, like, kind of say like how everybody's wrong. And I don't know, she's not being nice at all. Like, she really isn't, for somebody who has been called out the way that she has been. Like, you know what I mean? I hope you guys know what I'm trying to say. It's late. Come on.
Point now. It is the reason. I mean, I could have, you weren't going to punish me or anything, but when we talked about it, I said, okay, I think that, you know, calms me down. Don't go fire the light right now.
Very well said,
of course, then all this shit happens more. And I wanted to do it again, but I kept thinking, no, best thing is not to. I already told all this. And that night I talked to Queen. I was going to do it the next day and she dropped me. But yeah, I did say that. As far as fault, no, that's my fault. I shouldn't have listened to you. I shouldn't have listened to anybody. I should have reacted to the Jerks video right away. Then it wouldn't have gone with people calling me a coward. That I won't even answer. You saying I would, no accountability, and you're going to address my behavior. Oh, you're all bad, aren't you?
Which is the reason why I wasn't honest about what.
Well, like I just said, Melissa, I think we're all kind of like that sometimes. Absolutely. We all are condescending sometimes, and we all have the attitude behind us sometimes. But I think in her situation, I don't think that this is the right time for her to be that way. No, we don't want her to grovel and cry and apologize. See, like, you're taking it, like, you're going from like from one end, like, way over to the other end, and I don't want her to grovel and cry. No, it doesn't have to be about that, but she can show remorse. She could show remorse for the things that, like, she's saying that she's not this person anymore, which is great. If she's not the same person anymore, that's great. But she really hasn't done anything to, like, show that she's not. And absolutely, she definitely does. She doesn't owe anybody anything. I don't think she really does either, except for the people that were her friends. Maybe that, like, really kind of stood by her and kind of got all caught up in this, and, you know, but it's not about crying and groveling and, you know, apologizing and begging, and it has nothing to do with that. Not for me anyways. Not for me.
About what happened. No, bitch. You're not going to lie on me.
That's why I wasn't honest about what happened. Okay.
And I will also say that maybe there probably maybe are some people out there who don't want her to grovel and cry, but not me, and I don't think anybody in our chat does either. So it's not about that. We're just, like, looking for the accountability, maybe the remorse for the things that she says. I'm not like that anymore, and, you know, so yeah. Anyways.
Okay, got it.
That is not true.
What's not?
Because the second that I did find out, I emailed you and told you that you're a liar.
Yes, you did. The second that you did found out, I don't know what the second you did found out, but at some point you did call me a liar. Yes, you did. I think, wasn't that before I was ranting, or was ranting before, or whatever, but you did say that. What was that supposed to mean?
And what was your response to me? To lie some more.
No, I didn't. I don't even know what you're talking about. I didn't lie some more. I didn't lie in the first place. But you're going to make it like I did, right? Because you're going to, I forget, you're going to put this, I'm going to.
And you go live and try to shift the blame to me.
Oh,
no, bitch. No. That's not going to happen.
No, it's definitely not. And if you know Petty Toast, you know that shit is about to go down.
Oh.
Okay?
Oh.
You want some fucking receipts?
Yeah.
You go to Burnt Toast channel.
Yeah. I wouldn't anymore. Not me. Not ever. I think about now, wow. Jesus. You know? I would not, because she just lied so much. And this is a lie by omission, what she's about to do.
Thank you, Studio Headphones. And I think,
what do you
look, when Pearl did that video, and you went to that video, and you heard the glare say it, when he was like, look, it is receipt after receipt after receipt after it
was she was asking her for receipt.
And when you went to go research her, you didn't find any good articles. So she's ridiculous. I did research myself. I am not a researcher, but I am intelligent enough. Okay. I'm intelligent enough, lady, and you're flat out lying.
What are you talking?
You know what you did.
You're intelligent enough, lady. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Since
you know the things you wrote.
What did I write?
Stand in it.
Oh my God, I can't. Okay, I'm gonna stand in it right now. You know, I know it seems like I'm joking, and this is very serious, but after I found the one thing that I was so puzzled about, like, yeah, I would think she was a complete white supremacist had I saw that on her page. That was the only thing. The rest of it, I could see how you would think it was racist, and I've said that. Standing here in 2023, looking like someone wrote that today, not taking into account anything, you know, that time passes and shit happens and people grow and change or might become enlightened. You don't see them doing it now. You don't see it. You know, it's not like, I don't know. Anyway, I don't even know where I'm going with that. But yeah.
Okay, see right there, she almost did really good, like just explaining how I could see how it standing here in 2023 it could look or whatever. But then she like doubled down and she's like, but you know what I mean? Yeah, that's just something I wanted to point out there.
I forgot where I'm going. Because I'm trying to find these emails.
Damn, there's a lot of people. Okay. Lori, welcome to the dumpster fire. I appreciate that. Tad tech, thank you. Excuse me.
I just wanted to get to the point
and we already have the glare.
where we're going to show that she shows us receipt of the email, and then we're going to move on to another clip that I recorded from her live. It's like 4 or 5 minutes.
I don't know why we need to dox this right now, right? It's just so crazy.
Okay, guys, I think actually we're going to end it there. We've been here for 3 hours, and it's almost midnight where I am, so I am definitely going to go and try to go cuddle up and get some sleep, maybe. I probably won't go live tomorrow, but Monday I will definitely go live. And we'll talk some more about this a little bit, because I definitely do want to, like, maybe we can go back a little bit because I skipped a bunch of stuff here. So we can go back, as I definitely want to give it a fair shot. I showed her other live. I want to show this live. Oh yeah, Jones's vid. Okay, let's cancel on that. I mean, let's finish on that. I definitely want to show this live as well, and maybe we can go back a little bit when it's just not so late. I'll try to schedule my live a little earlier. On the weeknights, it's a little bit hard because there's so many channels that are on live, and I definitely don't want to like be, you know, live when other people are live just because I want to go and watch their lives probably. So anyways, okay, let me go and let me pick up Johnson's video because it's like, seriously, it's hilarious, you guys. You're gonna love it. Okay, Johnson. That's definitely a good thing. Definitely a good thing to end on is this video, because it is fucking hilarious, you guys. Oh my God. Hang on here, you guys. Okay, this video is about 7 minutes long, and it is like one of the funniest things I've seen for a long time. If you guys have not seen this, then please go and give her a like on it for sure. For sure, give her a like on this video because it is just fucking hilarious. Okay, here we go, you guys. Let's watch this one because it is fucking hilarious. And you know, we always try, actually, definitely we try to end on a laugh. We actually really do. So no, Mona Lisa is not heels as far as I know, anyways. Mona Lisa, she's been a sub of mine for quite some time. Yes, she always liked my it was the same Mona Lisa anyways. She always liked my videos about Molly and stuff like that. And okay, so you guys, this is Jonesin, and it is called A Bug's Life, featuring Jonathan Lee Bridges. If you have not seen this, you guys, honestly, you're gonna watch it right here, right now. And no, Mint Mama, yeah, she's not. She's not. Okay, let's watch this because it's fucking hilarious, honestly.
Over trippy true crime and the drama that surrounds it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe.
Right, Dizzy's. I'm not sure if the video was funnier or if Joneson's commentary was funnier. It was. This is just so funny, you guys. I did, YT. Thank you. We played it. Were you here earlier when we played it? That is so awesome. I will definitely make something out of it, and we'll use it. Absolutely. It was so cute. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, darling. I appreciate that.
All right. Look now. Let me tell you what had happened was I was doing a video about JLR not respecting privacy and personal space of Carlee Russell. And JLR is now searching the woods across from her neighborhood to see if he can find the Cheez-Its, the robe, the toilet paper, because he thinks she was hunkered down in the woods. But the main point in my video was to show how he just pushes the envelope. He crosses the line way too often. Like he was right there at the front door of this girl's house, and it is super stalkerish, super weird. I was just going to point it out. We all know this about JLR. As I kept watching, I noticed something. So my video got off track, tremendously off track. We're going to do a video of the culprit of my video getting off track. This is called The Bugs Live of JLR.
We're on the hunt.
Yes, this is what I'm talking about. We are finally on the hunt for the Cheez-Its and toilet paper.
That's the question. Because, you know, if you find the robe and find the Cheez-Its in the woods, it's game over for her. That would be probably enough to charge her at that point. Well, actually, she could stay out here because
we're going on a trip for all Carlee's stolen shit, going through the woods.
It's all under the shade, and maybe she realized feeling her stuff was back here, and maybe we don't know beforehand their way down to wherever she. I just surprised to a campsite or
do y'all see that?
Then she did what she did, and then made her way down to wherever she put supplies at.
Do y'all see that on his hat?
These little supplies that
he's got. Look, he's got 2 dragonflies fucking on his head. I can't make this shit up, man. Look at them dragonflies.
Can you guys all see that? Oh my Jesus Christ, this is fucking hilarious. Oh my God. Oh my God. Johnson. She picks up on everything. Oh my God. I fucking can't.
I fucking can't. Oh my God. Ooh. Ooh. My God.
I don't know. That's just speculating.
Look at them.
Really not.
They are hanging on, dude.
My thing is seeing all those surveillance cameras on that street.
Look at them.
You would think a authority would.
Dude, look at them. I fucking can't. I can't. I can't. Oh my God. This made the whole video worth it. This is the moment we have all been waiting for. Oh shit.
Be able to, with all that
Oh God, you can see them good
evidence that they
too.
have with phone pings and technology and everything that they have on her.
Look at
you would
him.
think
He has no clue. Look at your camera, dude. Look at your camera. Oh my God. I would definitely. Did nobody in his chat tell him he had 2 dragonflies screwing on top of his head? I would want to know that so I can, brush them away. What the?
the fact that she just came out of here makes me think she was back here. I don't think.
Show us your hat, dude. I want to see if they're still there.
Paper. Now, would she be this case here for me?
Oh, they are. Oh, look at them. They are there. Oh my God. They were there forever.
The same way is guilty until proven innocent. In this particular case, it's clearly, in my mind, this was a hoax.
Oh my goodness. Mona, I appreciate you being here. I really do. This, we all gotta talk about this kind of stuff. So I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being here. We always try to laugh. We always try to end on a laugh here, no matter what we're talking about. So, and it's not to take away from the subject or anything about that. It's just to wind down at the end and just, and have a laugh. So, but I appreciate you being here, and I hope you come back. I really do. I hope you come back. Oh, you're appreciated, Mona. You really are. You really are. Okay, a little bit more of this video here, you guys, then we're going to call it quits.
And it looks like it was a plan.
I fucking can't.
I mean, this is like more about like Jonesins. Like her commentary is just like, oh my gosh. Is hoping more can be objective. And me too. And I think that's like part of us like doing this is so that we can be objective, so that we can listen to other people's opinions about things. And, like I said at the beginning of this, like we are a community. We become friends with each other. We start to care about each other. I have like so many, I have met some really good people, and yeah, no harsh feelings to you either, Mona. And that's how we like to end it every time, is no harsh feelings to anyone. Everybody is welcome here to express themselves. Absolutely. So yeah, I appreciate you. I hope you have a good night or good morning or whatever, wherever you're from. So
yeah.
The court of law, you don't necessarily have to prove motive. You just have to prove elements of a case.
Where's his chat? Did they not tell him?
Like that.
Oh, they are telling them. Look. Oh my God, it's still there. Huge bug on your head. All right, let's rewind this and go through the chat because they were telling them. All right, let's go look. Right before he went off camera again, let's go look.
Oh my
Let's see how long they've been telling him about this bug on his hat.
I'm just gonna keep going around.
You have a big bug on your hat, JLR.
Something tells me she
Is
was
that
back
a
there. I just
dragonfly?
have that feeling.
Yes. Yes, it is.
I just evidence that they have.
What's on your hat?
It's actually a dragonfly.
Big bug on your hat. JLR. It looked like a tarantula on your hat.
Oh
my God.
Here for you guys. Started here.
Get that big spider off your hat.
4 miles away.
Giant bug on your hat. Okay. So they were trying to let them know that bug was huge.
Okay. Hey, sorry, you guys. I'm here. My laptop died. I apologize for that. I apologize for that. But yes, we'll say goodnight for tonight. And I'll probably see you guys around the streets tomorrow. And on Monday, we'll see you guys on live. Absolutely, absolutely. Alrighty, everybody. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We will see you guys very, very soon. Hang on a second here. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry. My laptop died. And my hubby's watching a show. So. Hang on, you guys. Give me just a second here. I don't know if you can hear it. And there we are, you guys. There's the fire. There's the fire.
All right, you guys. I will see you around these streets tomorrow. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me. Special thanks to Patty for the super chat. I really appreciate it. So thank you to Kia, Autumn Renee, and Six Mania for your new memberships. I appreciate that too. Absolutely, absolutely. All right, we will talk to you guys tomorrow. And all right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Be kind, love each other. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.